Dance football, for the love of the game.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Friday Night Football Club on Dance. Guys, I welcome you once again. This lovely Friday evening. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for always, finding time to join us. I hear you, Daniel Abunam. I hear you very well. How are you doing? How are you doing? So, guys, we are live. Apologies for coming late due to few things that we had to sort out so that today can be a very eventful show. We don't want to just come, discuss, and go. We want to make it very eventful. So thank you guys for always finding time. As you join, please like the video, and if you have not subscribed yet, please click on that notification bell after subscribing so that you will not miss any of our show. So thank you for always being there. Today promised to be very eventful, action-packed show. We're going to serve you well. Thank you, Remy Ali. Even before we started, you already supported the show. Thank you, Remy Ali, for always, doing that for us. Thank you very much. I can't even appreciate you enough. Thank you. Hey, my very good friend here, Aidotun. Thank you, Aidotun. That's my man. He's a member of the channel. Aidotun. He's one of the chief. He's a chief member of the channel. He's, apart from being a sport person, he's also a friend. A senior friend for that matter. Thank you, Aidotun, for that. And also what Tolex Nessie. Guys, hit the like button as you join the live show. Thank you. So that also a member of the channel, thank you for your support. Always, I appreciate you guys. So guys, looking for like 50 people to join in. Then we also, I kind of like your comments. One, this Amo here is a very good friend of mine. I talk to him nearly every day, but I know I like his comments. So, guys, we are 47 people watching. We can be 50 very soon. So, guys, like the video as you join in. Honestly, aka Prophet of Doom. I'm not the Prophet of Doom. What did I do? Ladi. So, guys, thank you. Hey, Adiola from London. Thank you, Adiola. I also text Adiola nearly every day because we discuss about Nigerian football. About Adiola and Dr. Abiola, they are always allegedly. Okay, we are 50 now. Hello, we are 50 now. We are 50. So, guys, let's kick that. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Grand Football, Friday Night Football Club. So there's a lot of things to discuss today. I'm your host, Smith Lai. Go talk about the Falconets, talk about the Nigerian Premier League, talk about the Super Eagles, talk about the NFF, talk about Eric Shell, and also Nigeria 8th grade football. So there's a lot of things to discuss today. Please, as you join in, don't forget, hit the like button and also subscribe if you are not subscribed already to the channel. Apologies for coming late. I was just rushing and rushing and rushing to do things quickly so that I can actually be here very early. Thank you. So, guys, you guys know that when I come here, I like to start on the home front. So, charity, I always say, begins at home. So, let's start on the home front. So, yes, reports coming. Oh, guys, I'll leave you to. Report I'm hearing is that economic warriors of Meduguri, Chili South of Ibadan, and also Rangers International of Enugu, they'll be playing their CAF Continental game in Remo, Remo Star Stadium in Ikene. So to tell you that there's no infrastructure in the country, I know that Unity Star is very close to Ikene, but they just renovated their stadium. How come CAF did not approve it? So imagine only one stadium. Three, in fact, economy will travel all the way from Meduguri to go and play in Ikene. No stadium. So it's very, very bad. So I'm hearing that Rivers United might be playing in the Yakubu Gowon Stadium if they finish it on time, or they play in Uyo. So that is that about the Nigerian clubs that be playing in the continent. It's very shameful, but to tell you that we have to address the issue of infrastructure. I just want to play a quick video about the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna, because I've been hearing reports that they will finish the stadium in December. I want you guys to be the judge yourself. I'm going to play a video now. You now tell me if they can finish this stadium in December. You will tell me yourself if the pitch can be finished in December. You will be the judge. Let me just quickly play the video.
Historic sporting landmark in northern Nigeria, a landmark in northern comprehensive transformation
So
aimed at restoring its status as a premier sporting facility from a 16,000 seat arena.
Sorry, one
The
second,
stadium
please.
is being rebuilt to accommodate 36,000 spectators, marking a significant upgrade in capacity and infrastructure.
Sorry, I want to.
Beyond expansion, this project represents a total transformation into a fully
Ahmadu Bello Stadium is now undergoing a comprehensive transformation aimed at restoring its status.
components that will ensure sustainability and revenue generation.
Project manager Walter Fraser said construction work is progressing steadily, with 50% of the project already completed. He disclosed that work is currently focused on the substructure of the VIP stand, while preparations are underway to commence the superstructure before the end of the month.
All in all, my experience is saying that until December, this project will be finished and ready for handing over to the public, of course, first to the government and then to the public.
Inspecting the site, the Commissioner for Sport, Professor Ben
You guys can see for yourself. You guys can see. For you don't need to hear it, just hear the pictures. You just need to see the pictures of the stadium renovation in Kaduna State. People have been arguing online. I've been tagging people, say, okay, you know what? They will complete it in December. Do you think that this stadium they can complete it in what? In December? Is it possible? Do you think they can complete this stadium in December? So, sometimes we just like to deceive ourselves about all these things. What I'm hearing now is that they have abandoned the project, that there's no work going on currently in the project. So that is why economic warriors can travel all the way from Maiduguri who are playing in Kenya. Why can't they travel to Kaduna? Because there's no pitch in the whole of the northern states, Nigeria, that can host CAF games. And this really big shame on our government and also uh, on those managing sports in Nigeria. Big shame. Big shame. Yes, I agree with you. They are not. It's not progress that much here. You can see the pictures, and you want to compete in what in 5 months? What is going to happen? It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. So all those things are just so sad that economic warriors have to suffer from that. I don't know. 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 Maybe probably think that Nigerians are fools that we cannot see all these things online. Some of you guys here, you are project manager. How can you finish this project in 5 months or 6 months? It's just crazy, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's just a big shame. So let's just move on quickly. Let's move on quickly to I can hear some comment actually what from that other actually what other so let's just so let's just quickly move on to this will happen. Okay, so let me just move on to transfers. Transfers quickly before I go to female football. Then I will now discuss the Falcons. So let me just start and move on to transfer. So there will be transfers in the MPFA. Transfers in the MPFA. Some players are moving in the MPFL. They're either moving to Africa or moving around, in the MPFL. So a player that is on the move is Taiwo Abdurafiu. He has joined Azam FC of Tanzania from Rivers United. Taiwo Abdurafiu joined what? Azam FC from Rivers United. So if you guys Taiwo Abdurafiu, it was part of the Eric Shares Eric Shares Chan team that went to Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya, in the last year's Chan. And very good left back, arguably the best left back in the Nigerian Premier League. So he's going to be moving to Azam FC from Rivers United. I have issues with this move just because the Rivers United will be playing in the CAF Champions League. They will play in the CAF Champions League. And if you are selling your best player now, how do you want to compete in the CAF Champions League? So for me, I wish Taiwo Abdurafi is a very, very good player. I wish him the very best, of luck. So that is that on Taiwo Abdurafi. And also another player that I'm surprised about the move, but what can I say? Is money speaking. It's Rawa Mohammed. Rawa Mohammed moved from Beyond Limits Football Academy to Al Hilal in Sudan. Al Hilal in Sudan. Rawa Mohammed. So Rawa Mohammed is former Nigerian under 20 international. Um, he moved to he only spent 2 years in Beyond Limit. To be honest with you, he spent only 2 years in Beyond Limit. So he's going to be going to Sudan. I don't know that I don't know that Beyond Limit sell players to Sudan. I don't know, but money is the name of the game now. And I thought the player is meant for development, but Rawa Mohammed will be going to Sudan. From Beyond Limit Academy. I'm hearing that the money is big, and that's the reason why Beyond Limit consider the offer, and the boy will be moving to Sudan. To Sudan. In fact, it's hard for an NPFL player to get a move to like a club like Al Hilal in Sudan. But for him to move from Beyond Limits Academy to Al Hilal in Sudan is a big, big move. In fact, it's a move that an NPFL player will be proud of. Because I remember, and this guy, I remember maybe you know guys forgot Stephen Wogu. Stephen Wogu left Enyimba to Amerik, in Sudan then. So it was a big move because Stephen Wogu left to Amerik in Sudan after he was the Golden Boot winner in the CAF Champions League. Stephen Wogu, left-footed player that played for Enyimba in those days. So for him to go to Al Hilal, one of the best club in Sudan, it is a big thank you, Kelechi Osunwa, to also move to Sudan after performing so well for Dolphins, of Port Harcourt, Kelechi Osunwa. So even endurance is that all, So they move to countries like this. So I wish him the very best of luck. From Sudan to Europe, it's gonna be very, very. It's gonna be a long journey because the money is good. You know, that's gonna get is very good. So it's gonna be very hard for him to consider better option. At least like going to Sweden might not be on the cards for now. It might be, he has to go to maybe probably from Sudan to Saudi Arabia next. So Rawa Mohammed, I wish him the very, very best of luck. That's a move that I understand the move, but I would not say I like it. So talking about a player also on the move, another player on the move. Reports today says that Crystal Palace had less sister for Chibuke Nwanwu, and and you know I've been hearing, I don't like to come here and report, news that has to do with transfer rumor, because some of these transfer rumor are put out by their agents, to put pressure on one club or the other and everything. But it's on the British media now that, but the transfer of this guy going to Premier League is just too much. Like, it's just lingering for too much. I just believe that this guy is going to be new in the Premier League. He needs to make that move now so he can play preseason football, for his club side. So because it's going to be very tough if the boy did not play any preseason game and is just joining them fully. It's going to take time for him to adapt well in the English Premier League. So I wish him the very best of luck. And I'm also hearing some people coming online for engagement, telling people that, oh, it's my mate when I was in secondary school, it's my mate when I was somewhere. I don't think we should, I don't know the purpose of you coming out to say that it's my mate when I was in secondary school. What's the point, saying that? We don't want to know. Some people we do WAEC at the age of 14. So I just think that allow the guy to rest. I hope that he can join Fulham instead of Crystal Palace, so he can be able to pair with what Kevin Bassey in the art of Fulham defense line, because it's going to benefit Nigeria in the long run. So I wish Chibuke Nwanwu the very best of luck. So another player too, I've prepared this player for so long, is Rafael Onyedika. I've been hearing that Frankfurt are looking for him. They wanted to pay 8 million euros, but I think Club Brugge wanted 10 million euros. So it's just something that, I don't know. I'm also hearing that Saudi Arabia, also looking for, Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia, they also want to get his signature. So I don't know. Saudi Arabia now, for me, I think it's probably too early. He has not really played in the top 5 European leagues. So I think that it's going to be unfulfilled for him to just move to Saudi Arabia this this early. This early. So uh, I, um, so I don't think he should move actually this early, because uh don't say guys, I don't think he should move this early. I think it's probably too early for him to move. He still have a lot of things to do. He's not a regular in the Super Eagle, and he's not a regular in the Super Eagle. He still needs to, to play for the Super Eagle. For me, this guy is almost he's in the mid 20s now. If he gets to retire now, he's just a Super Eagle fringe player. The guy got tremendous potential to still do well for the national team. So going to Saudi Arabia now, I don't think he's good. Let me just put it that way. I don't think it's good. So I don't want to hear opinion about that. Do you think he should move to Germany for a lesser money, or he should go to Saudi Arabia now and go and make that money? I will not be surprised if he ends up in Saudi Arabia. Let me just say that one for a fact. I will not be surprised if he ends up in Saudi Arabia. I will not be surprised. All these guys, they don't. I don't think they care that much. I won't be surprised if he ends in Saudi Arabia. I won't be surprised. There's no transfer. There's no any transfer about. There's no what's it called. There's no transfer in Super Eagles that can actually surprise me again. When there's no transfer can actually surprise me again. It can actually any transfer can actually happen. But anyhow, I wish him the very best of luck. So that is that on that transfer. So that is that on that transfer. So I think I've got to do with. So let's. You see, Onyedika picture looks like caricature. I beg you. We don't try now. Those it's too much now. When you say this picture look like caricature, you cannot start with that. Too. I don't want in amount to do this thing. In amount too sharp. How we go talk say your face looks like caricature? Beg you. No talk. In amount too sharp here. I don't have money for to dey defend you guys. Oh. So, guys, so let's also move on to. I think we also have another transfer, but this one is like completed transfer. So, it's like a complete transfer. So, it's Janet. Janet moved to Benfica. I think she was playing for. I think she last. I think she played for Baeza before. So Janet has moved for. It's called. Her name is called Janet. What Akeko Mowe. So she moved to Benfica. No, don't forget that Benfica is also a powerhouse in Portuguese football. Christy played for Benfica for so many years, and Guinness will be playing representing Nigeria there. Benfica used to play the Champions League on a regular basis, so we'll be watching, Janet on a regular basis too here. If you are, if you like women's football, so that is that on Janet Ashley Ward transfer. So the other transfer that we actually would have. So before I go to issues about Nigerian players, guys, like the video, 49 likes, more than 100 people watching. Please like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Yes, I like Academy. Yes, I agree with you. So, another player that is now tug of war between between two clubs is actually what Malik Musa Malik. Musa Malik plays for Ikorodu City. Musa Malik is currently on trial uh, with AIK Stockholm in Sweden. But what I'm hearing is that Barcelona have sent scouts to go and watch him and to see exactly how they can bring him to what to camp. No, I don't know. It's just so crazy that all these European clubs they wait for someone to bring these players to Europe. From there, they want to snatch the player. I just think that is actually what really unfair. I think is the AIK Stockholm actually what brought him to to Sweden, to Europe. So what was now the point, and it's not only it's not only Barcelona doing all these things. I can tell you, and my friend is here, he might not want me to say this thing. His son, his son is on trial in Blackburn Rovers. So a Chelsea scout came to watch that boy play, in Blackburn Rovers. So immediately the Chelsea scout, because he parked outside the building. So the Chelsea scout came, say, "Ha, are you the agent for all this thing? Please, I would like to have this boy, Jesse." Straightforward. Like, you are not the one that brought this boy. No, you didn't bring this boy to England. Blackburn Rovers, they're the one that invited this boy for trials. So, and Chelsea is ready, looking for a way to snatch the boy and take the boy to London. So I don't want to put the picture of the boy up because this is a conversation between me and him. He's listening to me now, but I don't want me to share to share the name of the boy and also the picture of that boy. But the boy is a former Nigeria under-17 international. So the boy have played for Nigeria under-17 before. So in fact, when Rian Alebiosu saw the boy in Blampo Rovers, he said, "Hey, you're from Nigeria." The boy even gave him gifts. Yeah, that's why I tell you that these diaspora boys appreciate the Nigerian. I don't know why people think that they are not fully Nigerian. The moment he heard that it's Nigerian now, he gave him boots. Like, oh, Nigeria. He gave him boots. So Chelsea is looking for a way to snatch the boy. The boy is a very, it's a midfielder. I don't want to say the position. Okay, it's a midfielder to a left back. So very talented player, very good player. Watch the boy. In fact, I didn't even share the boy picture with Amu yet, but because it's between me and the father. But what a player the boy will actually become. So I'm not surprised that Chelsea. Even Chelsea might not even be the boss stop. I know that clubs will still come and look for the boy and see exactly how to snatch, that boy. It's a very, very good player. So, I also wish him the very best. But I want to show his picture here because I don't, he didn't tell me to share the picture. So that's the reason why I will not actually want to share that, picture on with you guys. So, the another transfer, I think we also have another transfer actually was concluded already. I think it's Rafiu Durosimi. Rafiu Durosimi moved to Genk for 10.5 million euros. Some of you know Durosimi played for Nigeria during the last international window. He played against, I think he played against Poland and also played in the Unity Cup. So he's going to, Rafiu Durosimi will be playing in the Belgian Pro League. I think that it's always good to be good. Let me just put it that way. So, guys, if you want me to answer your question, I've told you several times, you have to put super chat there. If you want me to answer your question, you cannot be answering questions there. So don't ask if I ignore you. Put super chat there, and I will respond to you. So, Duro CB will now be playing the Belgian Pro League. So, see, it's good to be good. And as a Nigerian, don't go somewhere and go and spoil the place. You can see that Genk already have like history of good Nigerian strikers. They had Polonoashu, they had Tularo Kodare, they had Siri Desas, they had Steven Ode. They had Nigerian players that performed well for them, and they are looking for that trajectory. That okay, you know what? We can probably actually continue with a player like Rafiu Durosimi. So they want him to see maybe can probably emulate the form that Arokudare, how he performed, and also what's it called, uh, and also Polonasho. So big move for him. I'm happy that he will not be playing in the second division in Italy. So he'll be playing in what's it called in Belgium. And Genk is not a small team. He can actually want to restart and rebuild his career from this point. And actually, will see exactly how to move on from it. So I wish him actually the very best of luck. So that is that on Rafiu Duro Simi. So I think I think we have a case now actually what on Tula. I spoke about that before. So Tula Godare too, I know that some of you already know exactly Arokodare's issue with Wolverhampton Wanderers. So and that you guys, it's no longer news, again, but it's just that if I read through the rules of player, you cannot deny player, access, to what they're meant to do. You cannot actually isolate them. So I think it's part of the new FIFA rule that if you actually isolate them and the guy can report to FIFA, FIFA can actually find out that you are the club is the one at fault. It's going to be in fact, they can even cancel his contract and he can be allowed to go the free transfer. So for me, I know that it's big, but the issue basically is that if they find Wolverhampton actually guilty in all these situations, I think it's probably going to be a problem for them. So the issue is this: if they realize that the club's at fault, they can cancel the contract, and it can be allowed to actually go for free. So I just think that the club, I don't know why club will want to force players to go to where they want them to go to, just think they can do all things that you would like. It's just very crazy. It's very crazy, But I wish him the very best of luck. I want him to also move to Florentina. I don't want him to go to Trabzonspor. Those that are playing for, those Nigerians that are playing the Turkish league, I still praying for them that they should leave the Turkish league, not to allow also stop as somebody wants to go and see what join them again. So that's actually what that on Tolu Roko Dari. So let's go to women's football quickly. Now I'm going to start with the Super Falconets. Super Falconets actually I camp in Abuja and I'll be preparing for the under 20 championship in Poland. So let me just maybe I can play this video. So just to hear from the coach, about how they are preparing for the under 20.
Head coach of the Falconets. Moses Aduku, head coach of the Falconets. And head coach of Edo Queens.
Coach, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Congratulations on leading the Edo Queens to the end of the EFL title. So, how has the winning experience influenced your preparation and expectation for the Flamingos team?
Well, it's going to be a carryover. We will carry it over. So the mentality is there, and we carry it over to the Falconets. And I believe the girls are catching up, though we just spent a week in training and a friendly match today. I think the build-up is not bad. We'll take it up from there.
So many of the players is in the squad that in this squad have enjoyed impressive season in the end of BFL. How important is it that this league has actually impacted this team?
Yes, I think because the league is very, very competitive. If you are in the Super 6, you'll find out every game was important. Robo FC that took first in their group, it was difficult, but honestly, quality team. And every other team, look at Abia Angels that just came in for the first time, lost just a game. So the players you see here are players we saw in the regular season and also in the Super 6. And they will do the nation proud, I believe so, in the World Cup.
Thank you. So, what areas of the team game have you improved the most since you've assembled this squad?
Yes, we are lacking scoring ability, and that's what we are working on, trying to see how we can tactically make our team to score goals in every game we play. So we are working on it, but it's just the beginning now.
Okay. What message have you consistently given to the players ahead of the competition?
A winning mentality. A winning mentality.
What would you consider a successful campaign coming up in Poland?
Short and simple, winning the cup.
So that's the under 20 women's coach, Super Falconets. That's Moses Aduku talking about the chances of actually the Falconets winning the under 20 World Cup in Poland in September. So I'm going to talk about Aduku later. Let me just play, the captain of the team, Joy Bokwe, talking to the reporter there. Shout out to the people I got the video from. It's from Football Gist Nigeria, guys. The logo is there. Go and subscribe to them. Let me just play this one again. The captain of the team talking.
As captain, how are you helping the younger players settle into pressure of representing Nigeria international team, especially with the new additions?
Well, it's a big opportunity for them, and they are doing well, and they are adapting to trainings, and I believe that the outcome is going to be good.
The coach has just come off with a successful season after winning the NWFL with Edo Queens. Has the winning mentality rubbed off on this team, and how has it influenced the dressing room?
As our coach always says, he said second is not an option, and the mentality has been strong, and I believe by special grace of God, we're going to do so well. Representing Nigeria, representing my family, representing my club, it's something I'll take serious and lead the team well, and by the special grace of God, we're going to do well.
What message would you like to send to Nigerians who will be following and supporting the Falconets throughout the tournament?
Well, I'll say firstly, I want to appreciate them because the support has been massive, and I'm still telling them to still come out, cheer us up and support us, and we're going to do our best to make Nigerians proud.
So that actually was Joe Ibekwe. That's Joe Ibekwe, the captain of the Super Falconet, talking about the chances of the team next year's in this year's under 20 World Cup. It's going very good if the question was do all these things and bring the cup home back for Nigeria. We've been in the final twice before in the past, and also won the bronze medal once. So finally, to the last part is just I want to also bring this one. This video is about, this one is the most interesting one actually. It's about a player there. Let's listen to.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Amber Ogbolu.
Amber, where are you from?
I'm from Canada, but I play
Where are you from?
Delta State.
That's your origin. Can you speak your language?
No, I can understand, not my dad's like Igbo, I can understand like Edo from my mom. I can't speak it. Edo from my mom, but I can't speak it. That have already played?
Yes, I played from the 17 and the 20.
Oh, I don't know anybody.
So yeah, you have to do your homework.
Homework, yeah. Michelle Alonzi.
Okay, that's my issue with that interview. It was that child. So thank you, Fash, for super chat. So my issue with just that interview is that I don't know why you go be asking the player exactly where she's from. That she's from actually Nigeria. It's good. The question is very. I know that I already people criticize her that okay, why can't you say you're from Canada and everything? I understand from that part that it's very difficult to answer those questions because where are you from? Is that where do you come from? It's from Canada, of course, but people criticize her that she's playing for Nigeria, says she's from Canada. But for me, I just think that questions too, these guys are just 18, 17 years of age. And I think that you are doing, just do better slightly, in my own opinion. So, and it's not. Yes, Malo, it look like a mockery, on this side. Like, for me, I just think that these guys are also Nigerians. They might not have the background, the culture, but you should make them watch you what feel at home. That's the most important thing. For me, I just think that it needs to be welcome. Just like why can't you go and ask Joy Ibekwe, say where did he come from? Where did he come from? For me, I just think that we should do better. When we're actually talking to these people, it's very important. So that is that, and don't forget that the World Cup will take place in September. I think from the 5th to the 29th of September in Poland. And let me just remember, can actually I still have the draws here. I think I should still have the draws for that championship. I don't know, maybe probably it's actually what's here again. Okay, I think I see actually what I have that Nigeria have been paired alongside Spain, New Caledonia, and also what China in Group F. So, but my major worry is that Moise Adoku is also the coach of Edo Queens, and Edo Queens won the NWFL, the Women's League in Nigeria. So automatically, Edo Queens will represent Nigeria in the qualifiers for Africa Champions League, Africa Women's Champions League. So my issue is this: how will Moses Adoku be able to do the job simultaneously? That is my main issue, because the qualifiers for the championship, for the Women's Champions League, takes place around August 23 to September 5. So around August 23 to September 5, it should be in camp with Edo Queens. So, and now is in camp with the Super Falconets. So I don't know exactly how he's going to do that, but I just think that Edo Queens too, just like our um, Super Falconets, they also need Adoku, because we need. Last time around, we didn't qualify for the Women's Champions League, so I think we need to qualify for the Women's, Champions League. It's very important. So I don't know exactly how Adoku will run that, but I think that there needs to be a very better arrangement for Adoku. I don't know, maybe because the under 20 we travel around September, early September. Well, early September, we travel around late August. So how will Aduku be able to manage those things? So I just that it's part of the where are you from? Those actually what no means. Okay, where you hail from? Okay. Okay, yeah. I think you're talking about the interview of that Super Falconet actually what a player. So it's something that for me I think Edo Queens and the NFF need to actually sort it out so that at the end of the day it won't be a problem for the two teams. So that is that on the Super Falconets. Now to the Super Falcons. So you guys know that Falcons will kick off their campaign to defend their title. They actually won they won last year. Sorry, it was even last year. They won last year, and the team are preparing in Casablanca, Morocco. They've been mixed feelings, from the camp. I will talk about that now. So let me just talk about their games. So the team will play against Malawi on the 28th of July, against Zambia on the 1st of August, and also against Egypt on the 5th of August. So it's gonna be what 9 p.m. kickoff time for those in UK and also Nigeria. And the good thing is this, because people have been asking me that Smith Lai, where can we watch this game? The good thing is that CAF too, they're also trying their best. This is something very special today, and I can now confirm to you that they have confirmed their broadcast partner for this year's WAFCON. So if you just tell me exactly where you are. So for those in the UK, Channel 4 will broadcast it live for those in the UK. I don't know, maybe it's going to be free on YouTube, or we have to subscribe the way we did during AFCON. That's not actually what being sport and Canal Sport. Let me just make it slightly actually what bigger. So AFCON, I don't know where. So I think for that's not for what, for Germany and surrounding territories too. So that is actually what that, I think being sport will broadcast to those in America. So I think that is actually what that. So Azam Media too, I think for those in East Africa, and SAB for those in South Africa. I think Kana is for those maybe probably in a francophone country. So that is that. If you are anywhere around this territory, you know exactly where to watch the Super Falcons play. I'm not really sure. Maybe Channel 4 in the UK will put it live on YouTube, or you have to pay your usual £5.99 per month to get access to all the games. And I just hope and pray too that they can be a preview before the game, so that we know exactly, it adds more excitement to it. That is that on the on the broadcast this thing. So let's also now move on. So let's also move on. So another thing is that $2 million is now the prize money for the winner of this year's WAFCON. So it's like maybe probably 100% increase from last year's what prize money. That is actually what very interesting, and it's a good development for our football. So another thing that, let me just quickly look at. So the girls too, there have been issues in camp, from the girls that the hotel they lodged them in Casablanca. They stole their money there, and I saw what's it called, pictures on Snapchat that they stole their money. One said $200. For me, I just think that is very, very bad. It's very bad, and I think that the issue that you actually would investigate it. I don't think that people should. I just trying to see. I want to try and see if I can have the chats online. I don't think I have it here. So for me, I heard those story. I think it's extremely very, very, very bad. Stealing. That it has happened before in the past. Korea Japan World Cup. They stole some things in players' hotel, but I don't think that. I think the Moroccan, authorities should investigate these things very well, because if you're in the hotel, you want to be safe. You want to know that, okay, you can keep your things and come back and be there again. Now, just stealing money, and for me, I think they should investigate it and look for ways to actually even refund the girls their money. So let me just talk about my take, what I predict for, because it's going to start very soon. What I predict for the WAFCON. So in Group A, you have Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, and Kenya. For me, I think Morocco, being the host nation, is going to be, they're going to be playing in Rabat at the Mole Hassan Stadium in Rabat. I think Morocco will qualify. I've watched Algeria play. I watched their both games against Cameroon. They beat Cameroon, I think, home and away in the qualifiers. I can't bet against Algeria, not qualifying either of Senegal. I'm sorry about that. I can't bet because they have a very experienced coach. I think Morocco and Algeria might qualify. I don't, I don't know, maybe Senegal will save the best for the last. I didn't see them do well in the friendly game against Nigeria. Algeria is improving. That's it. So I tip Morocco and Nigeria to qualify. Algeria is very hard to beat team. So in Group B, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Tanzania. South Africa is the overwhelming favorite in this group. Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso. I saw the video of Burkina Faso players. They went to military training, and they had to they had to 10 days military training to teach them again that they have to be warrior and everything like that. Tanzania too, they're also not a small team in East Africa. This is very close to call. I know South Africa will qualify from that group as it was a group winner. Ivory Coast is so unpredictable. Maybe Ivory Coast. Maybe Ivory Coast. But Ivory Coast is just so unpredictable. I'm not confident. In fact, I'm still more confident that Algeria will progress than Cote d'Ivoire. So in Group C, Nigeria, Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi. I think Nigeria will qualify, from that group. I still think Zambia with the experience, when the last Olympic Games, despite that they have a very poor defense, but I think they have a very good goalkeeper. I saw the picture. I saw that girl is back in the team. Their goalkeeper is back in the team. I think they might probably actually Nick. Malawi is so about Temwa Chouamwinga, so I don't think she's probably the only one that can deliver them. And Egypt is so unpredictable too. So I go with Nigeria and Zambia. Ghana, South Africa, Mali, and Cape Verde. So Cape Verde is not really a good team. I watched them play against Morocco. Not a very, very good team. So Mali and Cameroon. I tip Ghana and Mali. I don't know why I don't believe in Cameroon. I think Cameroon is now past the. No, I don't think they are a very good team. No, they have the experience of playing multiple World Cups, playing the AFCON final, but I just think that it's a complete different team now. And I think that if Mali can build on what they actually had in the past, I think Mali will overtake Cameroon. So I'm predicting Morocco and Algeria. It's very difficult to predict. Maybe I was going to change my prediction after the first after the first game. I don't know. South Africa against South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Zambia, Ghana, Mali. So let me know your thoughts too. Do you think that I'm right? Is there any changes you can want to make about it? And what do you think will happen in this group? So that is actually what that's about my prediction. So that is that. So let's just move on quickly because time is already fast spent. I've spent 53 minutes already talking sports. So let me just move on to So a story that came up that I don't know whether it's a story. It's not a story that Ovi Ejiri, decided to play for Nigeria. I don't think it's a story. I think it was in camp for the Unity Cup game, and Austin Okon Akwan, my very good friend, had said something about him several times. He's been Nigeria. And the good thing about him is that I watched him play for Midland of Denmark, in one of their preseason games. He's been very active for Midland in Denmark. So, and the funniest thing is this: if you see him play, maybe probably play in European competitions, playing very well for Midland in Belgium, and you have Maduka Okoye, you have Pato Congo. Do you think Stanley can get a chance? I think there's no way that Stanley will not get a chance to play for Nigeria, especially if he's a first choice in Chippa United. There's no way that Stanley will not be called up for the Nigerian national team. But for me, I just know it's going to be more competition and what's it called? Kali said that there's more competition now in the Nigerian national team, in the goalkeeping area, so it even makes it better. But I'm gonna ask you, if this boy is a goalkeeper in the Champions League, and you have Maduka Okoye, you also have Maduka Okoye Kadibi, sorry, Maduka Okoye, and you also have Ato Congo. Will you pick the goalkeepers based on the club they play, or will you pick them? No, I don't know. I don't know how to actually say these things. But for me, this guy is not. I don't think he's no. I don't think he's eligible for under 23 again. So everything is now Super Eagles. For me, I don't think the NFF there's someone that likes. So I don't think there's someone like actually what that's someone that likes to. So the boy is 23 years of age already. Yeah. So he's no longer eligible to play for the Nigeria under 23 team again. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very, very tough. But I'm happy that at least the area that we're praying that we should not, Mama should not get injured in the World Cup qualifier. Now we have options. So that is good. That is good. That is good. I want competition. That is good. That is good. So I wish him the very best of luck too. So I think we're already getting to the home stretch. So let's move on to the African continent quickly. The African continent quickly. I think we already cleared that part to the African continent quickly. And let's talk about uh, the African Cup of Nations. So the African Cup of Nations case with CAS, you guys read about that. It's going to be what? October 8th, the hearing. So I'm hearing that the judgment will likely be in 2027, So that means that there's still a long way to go to know who actually is the true champion of Africa. Imagine that we are just moving on to play in next year's an AFCON, and we still don't know who won the last AFCON. It's just so crazy, so crazy. But I heard that when they hear it could be weeks to months before we hear the final decision, on it. I know that it's going to be anxious wait for Senegal, as they actually what no, maybe probably they are the true African champions or not. So another story I'm going to just take quickly is that CAF president, had a big press conference in Johannesburg, South Africa, to just to talk about issues with African football, and he says so many things in that. So he confirmed that the next AFCON is going to be 24 teams. So a lot of people have been carrying rumors that it's going to be 28 teams. No, the 2028 one might be 28 teams and the 2032. But this time around, it's going to be 24 teams. So that will actually play in the group of six. There's going to be 6 groups of 4 teams that will play in next year's AFCON in Kenya, Tanzania, and also Uganda. So people have been saying 28 teams, not 28, it's 24 teams in this next edition. So bear it in mind that in Nigerian's group, only one team will qualify. Only one team will qualify. Tanzania, Nigeria, Madagascar, and Guinea-Bissau. Only one team will progress because Tanzania is the host nation and they already have their automatic place in the next year's AFCON. So he says that, and also mentions so many other things too that I would just like to try and share quickly with you. He mentioned so many other key things too. I will just rush through those key things because of time. So he said that It's a CAF will organize what? A technical what? Conference to review Africa performance in the last FIFA World Cup and prepare what? Recommendations ahead of the 2030 edition. And he also said that he will not be contesting for the third term, that it will be, he will be a fan next World Cup. The more investment will be directed towards African football from national teams and leagues to youth and grassroots development. So he confirmed that CAF saved $150 million already. They have $150 million. So they are making money. They are making money. $150 million. That those $150 million that will be invested in what? In grassroots football across Africa. I'm also hearing that they want to support 30 African nations with their stadium what upgrade. That is very, very good if it's truly actually what materialize. So is Nigeria part of the next less privileged African nations that will help fix our stadium? Is Nigeria part of it? So the CAF will increase what? Funding for coaching education and training program across 6 zones. That's very important. I think coaching is very important. We also that last World Cup, coaching was the major problem. Why we didn't actually do well. So they also want to expand what? It was a key, Baba. I will explain like okay, Baba. We are. My husband, okay, Baba. Nice to see you. The CAF will deepen what? Partnership with government and private sector to improve what? Football infrastructure across member associations. So that's part of the 30 nations stadium upgrades. So they want to pump money to 30 less privileged nations. So like Somalia and Nigeria and I don't know. Because we don't have pitch in Nigeria. We don't have pitch in Nigeria. So we need to be humble. We need to be humble. So women, to us to about that, we have what? We have we have what $2 million as winners. Then all teams that qualified for this year's WAFCON will have what? Will be paid $150,000 each. So that's actually what he said. So many things he discussed. Some questions that were asked by journalists there were so useless questions. They were asking him about what is going on in South Africa. I also agree with that question too. That what is going on in South Africa, can he just make statements to tell people that they should not be xenophobic and things like that? He danced around the question. Oh my days, saying that he don't support illegal immigrants. He was oh my days, it's just so funny, so funny. He danced and danced around the question, and they also asked him to go and contend. Someone even said that Hallelujah, started preaching, say amen to God, amen to God and everything. It was so like a show of shame in that press conference. It was a show of shame. Was a show of shame in that press conference yesterday. It was just 2 days ago on Wednesday. It was a show of shame. So yeah, there's a lot of things actually were discussed. He didn't talk about the Africa Under 17 Nations League. He didn't mention anything about the Africa Under 23 Nations League too. I thought that he's going to talk about it, but they did not say much about that, and that is it. That is it. So expect these things in next FIFA, in next CAF. These are the next priority quickly. So that is that. So and so now to Nigerian football quickly. Then we wrap it up. Time's already fast spent. We wrap it up quickly. So I thought to be ready. I'm going to bring you on first so that I can answer your questions. So, guys, I saw the most useless poster ever I have ever seen, ever. the most useless poster I've ever seen. It's somebody sent this poster to me that affliction shall not rise again the second time. Say affliction shall not rise again the second time. So see that leadership, Gusau Solidarity Forum, leadership. What's leadership as Ibrahim Gusau showed? Is it to shout, to be on the shouting match with your captain? Is that leadership? To put different people on Esther code to South Africa? Is that leadership? Eh? Okay. Because sometimes we are not serious, we don't ask questions. And vision. What vision did Ibrahim Gusau have for Nigerian football? What vision did Ibrahim Gusau have for Nigerian football? Vision of failure, vision of corruption, vision of impunity, vision of backwardness. Which vision? As in fact, it's like a driver already drunk. Which vision did Gusau have for Nigerian football? Which vision did Ibrahim Gusau have? I watched his interview with Celebrity TV. About how what they are doing for 8th grade football. They are doing nothing because everybody is not really involved in 8th grade football. So I don't think you could ask follow-up questions, on that. But they didn't do nothing. You have been doing under 15 for the past 4 years. You've not graduated any of them to under 17. We have not qualified. We have not qualified for the World Cup under you, and we are the record champion. What vision do you have? Peace swag. I was about to call you yesterday. Peace swag. Maybe I'm going to call you tomorrow. What vision do you have? There's no vision. If Gusau, if you have vision, there's no vision. There's no vision. It's vision of failure. It's vision to make sure Nigeria will not qualify for the next World Cup. So you said that progress. Can you just tell me what progress did Ibrahim Gusau make since he became NFF president? What progress did he make? Is that building greater future? That's part of this thing for Nigerian football. Which future is Ibrahim Gusau building for Nigerian football? The vision of not paying players on time. Vision of incompetence. Vision of incompetence. Which vision? Which vision? Zero. So the continuity. 2026. 2026 continuity. 2026. What is continuity? Yeah. What are you continuing? Is continuation of what? Of failure. Of failure. Continuation of what? Of failure. Of failure. Under him, the league, him and his boss, Amaju Pinnick, they crippled the NPFL. Under him, they crippled the age-grade football. Which vision did Ibrahim Gusau have on Nigerian football? In fact, the job that Gusau will do after this thing is for him to finish everything finally. Which job? He's not coming back. He will come back to his father's house. So Ayuba, please, I have to even text you. I forgot. I keep on saying I want to call you. I will drop a voice note for you, please. Because I need to speak in Hausa to this man and tell him he's a very incompetent NFL president. Let me just tell you something. Because people normally compare administrations with one another, and sometimes we miss it. One of the most criticized NFF presidents in the history of Nigeria is Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima. But the only thing that Galadima did that he used against him was to tell us that World Cup is not our birthright. But go and check the record of Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima from November 2022 or so to 2026 March. Go and check. It's late now. Nigeria dominated Africa. Go and check it. His record is there. His main goal was to invest in the league. We said it. I said it here a few days ago. See, the only way, I'm going to come to that one later, where we get players, we will get players in 4 different areas: age grade, league, players born abroad, players that moved abroad. We could get players. Yes, 2002 to 2006, yes, March. 2002 November. I said it now. You know listening to me. 2002 November to 2006 March. Go and check. Under Ibrahim Galadima, NFF, Eniba won 2 CAF Champions League. Go and check it now. The record is there. Eniba won 2 CAF Champions League. Julius Berger played in the final of the Cup Winners' Cup. If you tell me then that we want to pick players based on NPFL, just NPFL players, nobody will argue against that because of what we saw. So, even if the old Enyimba under Kadiri Kana, they say, okay, you want to go and play for Nigeria directly, nobody will argue. But we still have some good players in the league then. See, 3 strikers. We have Emeka Nwana. Emeka Nwana, they call him Ayaya. We have Ekene Zenwa. We had this guy, Endurance Idao. We have those guys. Even we didn't have Kelechi Osunwa. We have those guys in a way that they can even step in. You have defenders, Eric Ejiofor, Shiyo Lofingano. As a midfielder, you had Sonia Basha, also Jinta. You add them, goalkeepers, Inyama. So we have those. We're producing players. What did Iguso do for MPFA that warrants him to say he wants to recontest for second term? They brought in. I remember that Alhaji Galadima brought in John Fashanu to manage the league. If you remember, for 1 year, that 1 year that John Fashanu managed the league, people criticize him, say he didn't do well, he's doing this, he's doing this. But at least that 1 year that John Fashanu managed the league, that 1 year, at least we had Just Berger in the CAF Cup Winners' Cup final, Rangers semi-final of the CAF Cup, Enyimba won the CAF Champions League. We had them. We had them then. So if it was then, Enyimba would have been to the Club World Cup to go and play Club World Cup, because for 2 years Enyimba was the best team in Africa. I'm just saying it that then we can pick players from the local league. This is how many years ago? Then what is now happening now? They couldn't do anything. The 14 is 4. See, Rangers was playing the CAF Confed Cup. No, the CAF Cup semi-final. You have a player like Oke Odita that could not even get to Super Eagles. He was destroying Al-Ali. You have Kabiru Alausa. Thank you. You have Kabiru Alausa. You have Endurance Idao and something, 2 Idaos. You have Chigose Ejiogu, the Arubu Monkey. In fact, the 3 goalkeepers in the CAF competition, they can be Super goalkeeper. The Arubu Monkey. You have loads of them. So what has now happened? One of the packaging player from 3 years that cannot even play in the group stage of the CAF Champions League. Thank you, Benedict Idao. Thank you. Benjamin Sidao, it was lucky that played in Ukraine. Benjamin Sidao. So he did nothing. The age grade system under Galadima, we had Mikel Obi, they produced Mikel Obi during the Galadima. They produced Mikel Obi, Obina and so forth. Chinedu Obasi Ogbuke, Sunday Umba, Simon Zenke, everything was under Ibrahim Galadima. What have you done, Ibrahim Gusso? Mikel Obi is one of the best midfielder in Nigeria football history. He was under Ibrahim Galadima. They produced, in fact, 2003, 2005, under the same. Galadima made sure that they progressed under him. 2003, 2005. What have you done, Malam Gusso? Apart from that, he did not close the door on diaspora players. Under him, Abe George played for Nigeria. When they came home, they played for Nigeria. So it's not as if he just focused. It's diaspora too. They also played for Nigeria. Under him. Martins came to play for Nigeria in that 2004 Unity Cup. Under him, under Alhaji Galadima, but God bless his soul. Under him, Galadima stopped Unsofo from playing in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup because of age discrepancies. Under him. What have you done, Ibrahim Gusso? Age grades, everything was flourishing. League doing well. What have you done under Gusso? He's talking about Falcons. No NFF president did not do well with the female national team because we already had our female already doing well there under him. So I don't know what Ibrahim Gusso will say he wants to contest with. There's no record. And because I have seen that people are scared to talk. They don't want to talk because they are scared. Because I can see some journalists going under the comment section of Ibrahim Gusso say 4+4 as if it's a political movement. He says a journalist, a sport photographer, they say go under Ibrahim Gusso comment say, hey, 4+4. What have you done? Journalists should be able to come out and educate Nigerians, argue out issues, tell Nigerians why this Ibrahim Gusso deserves to go for second term. Tell people about it. It's not as if you'll be saying 4+4. You don't go, continue 4+4 like Agbero politics. No Estacon NFF. Gusso is president of international competitions, not local league. That is it. I agree with you, okay, Baba? So, what have you done? What have you done to say that you want to go for second term? If you know, Ibrahim Gusso, that you have a fear of God in you, step down and allow a better person to go. Allow capable hands to go. Allow capable hands to actually want to go. Because we cannot compare you with Amaju Pinnick. You and Amaju Pinnick, you are both failure 1, failure 2. We cannot compare you with Amaju Pinnick. Amaju Pinnick can lie from tomorrow and that can lie things for sun to turn today. And I don't even can lie about that. He can lie that they will play the World Cup final again. He can lie. He can do anything. So, in my opinion, I beg Ibrahim Gusso just to go home. Just go home. So, talking about from Olofiyan, sorry, I didn't talk about Olofiyan quickly. Let me just talk about his interview before I wrap it up. I forgot about the interview. Time is already fast spent. I was expecting the effect today, but it's not actually what there. So, I'm talking about Olofiyan quickly. For the other part of what he said, let me just try and like put it out. He said that few things that we did not know that we have to do to change our football. I just want to make some comment about it quickly before I finish this thing because of time. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it down. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to take that part out and I'm going to post it separately. Don't worry. I'm going to post it. All this Olodo uprising. Olodo uprising. This Olodo uprising. So guys, like the video. It really likes about 106 something people watching. Please, you can do well by liking the video. So I don't think Ife is going to be here today. So guys, don't forget to listen to Ife's video. So let me just talk about Oviano quickly. His interview. I might not be able to, post the interview. I'm sorry about that. Let me just talk about quickly about some things about the interview before I wrap it up. So he said something quickly about clapping for mediocrity. He said that we need to educate our fans to know exactly, what to appreciate. See, the problem is this. I understand Nigerian football fans, but we as a fan too also have role to play. Why are you clapping? Why are you appreciating Guso? What have they done? We need to ask questions, and that's actually very important. Sorry. So he talked about solutions for Nigerian football. I want to focus on that. Solutions that we need to be able to build identity. What is Nigerian football identity? We don't have that. And that's what really actually what Spain to win this last World Cup. That we don't have identity. That we need to build what a team. Now I have to get into that. See, I think that we should have underage team. Okay, set of 2000, set of 2010, things like that. When you have underage team, for example, now you have this 20 World Cup, 20 team, very strong team. You build them together. We know some of them will come to Europe, but any small engagement, maybe FIFA window, you bring them again together. Currently, we don't have the league that these players can fully develop in. So maybe probably they move, for example, now, for Spain example, when Dani Olmo left, he went to Croatia. He's now back playing for Barcelona. You can see Fabian, is it Fabian? Is it Fabian Luis? I don't know if it's Fabian Luis. He played for Napoli. It was Napoli. The boy is now playing in PSG. So these guys can move abroad. But when we have windows, you call them back in. So you allow the coach to grow with them. You develop the coach. If you see a better player, you can invite the player to join the group. That is how you groom these boys to have team spirit from the start. So you keep on moving them through that age grade. That's what happened to Spain. Immediately Spain performed badly in 2014 World Cup. They performed so bad in 2014 World Cup. They started a new project from 2015. All these Dani Olmo, they started building them. They were in 2019, 2021. Now, the funniest thing about this Spain team was that preparing for Euros in the one they played in the home Euros, the one they played, the home Euros they played in England. Was it in England? They played around during COVID time. The main Spain team was meant to play against Lithuania, but because of isolation, because of COVID, the Spanish team could not play that game. So they asked the under 23 to go and play that game. The under 23 beat the Lithuanian first team 4 goals to nothing. So those guys, despite that they were not in the first team, they are playing for under 23, but they were ready. So they have been building them from 2015 to that 2021 together. All these Oezaba, all these Pedri and everything. So it's very important we know all these things. You build them. That's why it's so good that we have to select good players. Good players so that you can build that team spirit. It has worked in the past before. Ghana did it in 2020, no, 2009. Ghana won the under 20 World Cup in Egypt. The same team, most of them, they took them to AFCON in 2010 and they beat Nigeria in the semi-finals. They played against Egypt in that final. You can see, so, there's nothing wrong in that. You build them because we don't have the league that these guys can develop in. They have to go to Europe. But try and bring them in, let them know, build chemistry between them. At least if 6, 7 of them have been playing together from that age grade system, it's going to be a lot easier for them to be together national team. So any available window, you try and bring them in. FIFA window, you bring, that is called sacrifice. You have that vision. You don't just train for tournaments. For example, now we don't have a national under 23 team. We only train for competition. We don't have under 20 team. We just add one now. We don't even know them. We don't have under 17. It should not be like that. It's only NFF that don't have money. Benin Republic, they have completed their project, the hostel building for their girls. Go and check it out, please. It's on their Facebook page. But Nigeria, they are still building their Noah's Ark for how many months, how many years? I don't even know, maybe they are working on it. They're still building the Noah's Ark. So what I'm just saying basically is this: it's only Nigeria. I don't have money. Only Nigeria. Benin Republic, Niger Republic, Togo, they are doing the right thing. It's only Nigeria. What is it? Is that, are we that poor? Are we that poor? Are we that poor? So all these things, if you want to learn from this Spain triumph, you must start from the age grade system and don't employ all these half-baked coaches. Employ the good one so you can actually mold these talents very well through the ranks. That's my take, on that. And so a lot of things to talk about, but the issue is that we don't. I've spent like 1 hour 28 minutes already. Guys, there's 77 people like this video, about 170 people watching. Guys, we can do better. Like the video, like the video, like the video. So I'm going to post the link. I don't know, please, you have to come on very quickly for our quiz, and I can bring other people on quickly. I know, Kebaba, please, Kebaba. I don't know if face is not available today, so I don't know. So guys, don't forget, please, go to, if I would have loved to play Ife's video, but there's this copyright thing on it, so that's just the problem. I would like to play that, but guys, don't forget, go and like our video, go on YouTube and actually watch it. Go on Facebook, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Just type what positive what vibes and there you see the fact. I love that music. If I listen to the music several times today, so Idol is here. Idol I don't know what's happening to your camera. So I just what is happening to your camera? It's not showing. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe you can. There is something wrong with the camera. I can't see the camera. So okay, I think I can see him now. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Guys, you can join in if you want to join in. The link is there in the comment section. So I just want, let's look at our this. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Sorry.
I said, let me try. And so I
Okay.
can.
Okay. I'm going to start with the easy one. Who is on the screen?
The two captains of 70s and 80s and early 80s, the late Christian Shuku and Mamachka Shegun Legbami.
Yes, thank you. That is who is the taller there? The taller guy there. Tell me the club is playing for. The taller person there, and tell me the club that is playing for. Sorry, maybe I'm coming. Sorry, one second. Just try. The taller person there, and tell me the club that he played for. Guy, you should be able to know the club.
Is this playing interlopes? I think this should be this not Rangers.
Taller player.
I don't know this player.
No. You have one because we were on the phone yesterday, and they mentioned the player's name.
Akuneto.
No.
Is that Chasukonko?
Yes.
Chasukonko Rangers.
For Rangers, you can see clearly there that the antelope you see there is actually
Flying
what
antelope. That's a
flying
flying
antelopes. Look of Rangers. So he played for Rangers in the 81, 82, and very. It could be a winger. It could also be a striker. So going to go very, very talented player. Those days and
flying antelopes.
yes, flying antelopes. Yes. So yes, who is this? Who is this? In fact, the name is even there. Come on.
This is not Silvano Sopala. This
Yes, you got it right. Quicksilver. You got it right. Quicksilver, captain
was
of
captain
Nigerian
to 88 Seoul Olympics.
the Olympics, played for that 20 in the late
Yeah.
70s.
Quicksilver, Silvano Sopala.
What a midfielder. Oh, yes. Okay, let me just send it to K Baba. Sorry, I want to send the link to K Baba. Yeah, I did not send the link. Oh.
Yeah, they're shooting. They're shooting stars in Europe. He's still alive. No? He's still alive.
Yes, he's still alive. Yeah,
he's still alive.
Yes. Yes, so let me just try and like bring it.
Ahmed said, if Augustine said jam questions, people go fail plenty. Ahmed is not serious.
And Ahmed.
Silvano Sopala.
Yes. So okay, so and so I've sent it to K. I've sent it to your WhatsApp. I don't know if you didn't see it there. So okay, well done. I know too. You're doing well so far, but it's just that you missed the Charles Congo question. It's okay. So this is one. The person on the far right. On the far right.
Emmanuel Benalo.
Yes, that's Emmanuel Benalo for Rangers International of Enugu. He was a teammate of Charles Okonkwo, is the one that we want to put for the NFF president. So a lot of people don't know that Mike Eminano played in the Nigerian Premier League. So when they see him speaking English now, they won't know that he played in the Nigerian Premier League. He played for Rangers International of Enugu, but he traveled out of the country very early. And I'm happy that he developed himself. He worked for Monaco, for Chelsea, and also for Saudi Arabia. So that's Mike Eminano. Also played for Nigeria in 1994 World Cup. So that's Mike Eminano. So and I have to be honest with you, you did very well in these questions, honestly. You're muted.
Oh, noted. Maybe you did.
Hmm?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said even Sfano Sabalachu was of that Rangers team.
Yeah. He also played for that Rangers team. Mm-hmm. So before you give your contribution, I just want to ask you some few questions here. Just or the old school so that people can learn. So what was the former name? Mention 3 names that Atlant already, like 2 former names of Atlant already.
The one national Oriental was. Oh, what they call it this? What do you call it? This guy, they are teasing. I used to call this thing by their nickname, and I forgot. One was not trackers. Oh, what of
That with S.
I forgot this nickname.
No, their name is Nazi Millionaire.
Millionaires.
Yeah, but they have a name before Wine National.
They're not trackers. Hey, I mentioned this name very recently now. Not Gabros. They're not Gabros. They're not Gabros. I mentioned the name recently before Chief Man bought it.
Oh, yes, it's Spartans. Spartans of London.
Now. I mentioned that already. Spartans.
It's Spartans of Owerri. So what was the former name for Kano Pillars?
Kano Pillars? I never knew. Trust me.
I
never knew their name. That never occurred to me.
Who can guess in this conversation? Former name for Kano Pillars? Something Rovers.
Rovers. Now when Felix Ola played for them.
Yeah, Rovers.
Came from
Rovers.
Then you give it for UNC and Kaduna.
Yeah. So what was the former name for Dolphin?
No, we used to have Eagle Cement. We had Eagle Cement.
Yeah.
Eagle Cement.
It was Eagle Cement. Yeah, Eagle Cement.
But the first club was Chow. It was Sharks. The name.
Okay, yeah. So you have actually performed the
Where's Kebaba? Let's talk.
I have sent it to Kebaba's WhatsApp. Actually, it's not actually, but let me just air contribution quickly on what we discussed today.
Okay. Well, you see, that's what I've been saying. It's like I don't like it when a national team coach doubles as the coach of a club. Even experienced coaches, the Europeans, they don't do that. Ancelotti left Real Madrid, go and take the job of the Brazilian team, the Brazilian national team. Thomas Tuchel left the job to take on the English national team job. That's how they do things. But our own is just the other way around. Ileshuku and the other one, they were coaches of their clubs. You see, coach of national team. Now this one is the coach of the 20, and see the coach of Falconets. The same way our former 20 coach, what his name, Zubelu, what coach of Niger Tornadoes, Academy, and the coach of under 20. Should we be doing that? Now, there will be conflicts. Now, if Aduku needs to choose between, if he needs to take one defender, the defender of Robo is good. The defender of Udoku is good. Don't you think he will take his own defender from his club? No, that's not supposed to be. Now, don't you think he's going to favor people from his own club? What we're saying now he's going to start with under 20 World Cup, and by then, win that period, you have to play qualify for FIFA Champions League. What will we be doing? Now, we leave under 20 cap, Falconets cap, to go attend to that one and come and say, oh, because it is Africa. We need to learn how to do things the normal way. We need to then, once you get the job,
I just one sec. I'm even surprised that the journalist that asked him that question did not ask him about that, because it's a big deal. And the issue is this: nobody is talking about it. He's got a job with Edo Coins. They are going to be playing the CAF. Yes, and you're also going to be playing at the same time. And he didn't ask him. And I'm sure that what I just told you here, maybe probably only in NFF. Nobody knows. Just think that it's fine. They didn't ask him those questions. They should be to talk.
I don't know. I'm sure they knew about it, but it doesn't mean they can manage it. You know our people now. Is his turn? You know our people. Once you get the job of national team, put pen to paper and resign for your club. You have to choose one. You have to choose one. Choose Edo Queens or choose Falconets.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the two will owe you.
I don't think they are paying me the Falconets.
If I dance, I don't care. Even if they're not paying him, he should not be having the job. It's like you saying, goes over to the president of NFF and still doubles as chairman of Zamfara for FA. It's as good as saying that. And Kwafo is the technical director and still doubles as chairman of Edo FA. So why we fooling ourselves? We need to do things the right way. We have been saying this thing. You see, sometimes when I talk, people think maybe it's because I'm not myopic. I like to think deep. Just like we talk about that player, that boy, Fred is dead. I said he's a good player, but I don't like the process at which he came to Super Eagles. Now, because he is successful now, no one tomorrow they will bring in another person. That's why we need to do things the right way. If now let me go to the underage. You have been talking about underage. The same thing you've been saying was actually what Sheyi said yesterday. Sheyi said was under 15, or under 17, because he wants to close now. He knows that this is where you get the best. You have to grow your team. We are talking about our league. I will step in now. Sheyi Odengbesi. Sheyi Ogunsoya, Sheyi Jano, Yaro, Dr. Soul, no Sojita, Ayaya, Omega Wana. They play for Super Eagles, play for local league. Even Seneca, Seneca, what's it? Uche, Kalu Uche, Seneca. He was when I play for Super Eagles. I respect in the team. He played well. The ones we have now, what are they doing? Let me go to the transfer of.
Before you go to transfer, sorry, I want to ask you one question because I hope I can finish early. So you know that part of one thing that Alfredo mentioned was that Samuel Chukwueze doesn't. They don't know. Sorry, that Chas mentioned that Samuel Chukwueze doesn't know somebody called Sheyi Olofijano. Sorry, Sheyi Sheyi. So let me put it aside. I didn't expect him not to know Segun Odegbami. But let me just say something. I want to explain a story for you, and you now tell me that is it always the same situation? Why do you think a player succeed more than the other? You know that people don't know this thing. It might be OGs, I might know it. When Works, no, they call them Works, a club in Owerri. That was when Kano used to play. They played against one national. So Tony Nwoge told the club there, Ejimofo, that they should sign this boy that is caressing the ball now before they go and use big money to pay him. But you know what? The story is this: 2 players came for trials, Ike Nanadu and Kano Nwakwo. No, there are 3 players, but I want to highlight what Ike Nanadu and Kano Nwakwo. So that watching them play, Ike Nanadu was way better than Kano Nwakwo. But Ike Nanadu's father was a coach of the what's it called? Of the Auto, it was assistant of Auto Gloria. So it thinks that's God-given talent and everything. But in the future, I'm pretty sure that you don't know anybody called Ike Nanadu. We only know Kano Nwakwo. He became probably one of the best player in Nigerian football history. Looking at the 2 stories, one being talented than the other one, and the other one what made it. What do you think separates greatness? Is it only talent with small hard work, or small talent, more hard work? Let's put it that way. Is it big talent, small hard work, or small talent, big hard work? What separates talent? What separates greatness? I want to talk about that crazy matter because the reason I say that is like it could be part of it could add it to it could be part of I don't know. But I just would like add that story to it too. What do you think can separate players' greatness?
I would say talent, hard work, because they say hard work pays. We are talented
But
players.
if you are not talented and you are hardworking, can it work out for you?
Yes,
It cannot work out for you.
Let me go academical. I knew people that were brilliant when we were growing up, but they were not that serious. And so, but I knew people that were not brilliant, but they put that hard work. They were always reading, and he graduated. That's a hard work. Even the white man says hard work pays. Hard work pays. It's like you have a car. You have a car and you are not driving it. The car is the talent now. Driving it is the work. Now you do see the car, the car move. The car will not move. You need that hard work. Small talent, hard work. Hard work pays more than anything. Because you can work hard to achieve your thing. Now look at it now. We are putting Ronaldo and Messi on same pedestrian. Messi is talented. He puts the hard work. Ronaldo has little talent. He works. Now he's able to make much of Messi. Forget Messi how many times
I'm worried.
No.
I don't want to worry too.
You know, I'm for Messi. I'm also a Messi fan. I'm a Messi fan. I'm just saying, look at what hard work has done to, and not for this guy. Look at what hard work has done for him. Look at what hard work has done for him. So put us when down there and there. Smith, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will tell you 2 players now. Oh, let me use one. Remember, Cicadian. Oh, his brother is as good as Gab Kanu. He was start working.
Yeah.
But he was always training better than his brother. His brother was big, important talent. Did anybody hear about his brother? No. Even the same Martins, his brother died. Lati, go and ask anybody. Lati was way bigger than Femi. And who did we know? Femi.
Yeah.
So that was hard work You have to put most hard work. It pays a lot. So, and I want you to talk about that Chukwese's case.
Yes, that's Chukwese's case. You know why I mentioned that is because some players are talented, but we probably not. It could be education, not developing themselves. For me, because if you don't know the history of your national team, I think it's a red flag because you don't know exactly those have won this color and performed well. I also think that is also what's part of hard work because you know it gives you. I don't want to talk about Rangers story here because I love it's a Rangers story about the reason why they were so good in the 80s and 70s. So, do you also think that is the NFF problem that someone like Chukwueze doesn't know what they mean?
First problem, and even Chukwese's laziness. Laziness on the part of Chukwueze. I will tell you now, Smith, if you have to care about that, the most popular Christian Chukwu. You know for the fact that this guy was the captain, Christian Chukwu. I don't know Christian Chukwu. I'm sure Chukwu doesn't know Amas America, doesn't Felix Olabi, doesn't Felix.
Well, so if you cannot know what they were me.
Because the most popular among them, it was Sheke. Now, bro, what is the NFF? Does NFF, let me do, let me compound them. Do NFF have history room of our players? When these players are coming to camp, that's why you say they need to have their own squads, hostel, where you are going to display the picture, the big frame of these players and write their history there. Write their history there. They need to put it. So that's why we blame NFF. Today they will play in New York. Tomorrow they are going to play in Akure. But you can't put the frames of these players in a hotel. That one says Super Eagles should have their own hostel. Once you enter the lobby, you will see the frames of all the players. And somebody that the person, like the team camp coordinator, like Pascal, must lead that new player, must lead the player through to the what do you call it, history room. To the history room. These are the people that have done this batch before, this jersey. They have done it before. And then work hard. They achieve this. Put them through the history room. So that they will know that, man, this is not my mind. But Smith, do you know why it's not been like that? When we started inviting a Lebanese to our national team, now who's going to teach history? And about to write down with POP and took our training kids free of charge. Maybe he paid some posts, I don't know. But he's teaching these guys history. I think about our history. Smith, I was born in 1975. But yeah, we talk about what happened in the 1960s. We read. These guys are players. They're supposed to be reading too. Forget about that most of them don't go to school. But check, who be this man? Now check, who be people we often before? Now they will tell you. They don't know. All these guys, they only know Okosha and Mikel.
Yeah. Sorry, I just one sec. Sorry, Baba, if you are still here, I want to go and send the link to somebody else. I was wondering that why is Baba not here? So apologies for that. That means also carry on this. So sorry, continue. I just sorry. Let me just say some. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Blame the player. We went somewhere. You don't even care to know about the place. Please. So I'm using the media to admonish NFF to create a center for the Spikes when they are home. That once they enter the lobby, the first thing they will see is the the frame of all these players. If sorry, he might not even know what's in Faraji. He may not know. Maybe he knows this guy now. Because he's still there. Maybe he knows Yakini because they were always singing Yakini. So he may not know. He may not even know him out. All these guys.
Yeah.
It seems very, very operational with our football administrators and even the player too. They need to tell them, no, you need to know the history. Give them book, let them watch a picture. At least you don't need to read picture. You can watch you can look at picture. You don't need to read it. Don't watch it and say, hey, who be this? This one.
Yeah.
They're not gonna blame him. I won't blame him. I blame people that maybe Smith. I'm sorry. Your NFF president, he may not know Franklin Howard of 82. He may not know Peter Franklin. It's possible he didn't know. He doesn't know. I'm telling them, bring your NFF officials here. Let's start asking them questions. How do you know Franklin Howard? When did he play for Nigeria? Do you know that Franklin? No, too. So what you do want we can give? It is so annoying and very disrespectful. If I was if I hear that, I say, am I still alive or I'm gone? And what's going on? I'm still relevant.
So so before you go, because I'm just in the mood, I want to ask you a few questions. It's gonna be quizzing. It's not gonna be hasty. I'm gonna ask you. You just tell me which club did they actually make their name, and which club do you think you actually know them? Or if you don't know any of the clubs that made their name, you can just mention where they actually played. Don't do ever. Which club did never made his name?
From this side of Boko.
I don't think I will agree with you on that. Yeah, I can't hear you very well. I don't know why I can't hear you very well. I can't hear you very well. So that's it.
Let me adjust my this thing.
Where you don't have actually made his name.
When made his debut? I don't know when he made his debut. I don't know that one.
His name. Like people know him very well.
Don't have probably much more driver no.
It's in
I think was Beggar. He came to Beggar.
He started with J.
He was in Jasper.
Jasper United.
Jasper. I think he came to Beggar, but he was supposed to come to sign for us too. Yeah. But because of Talibo, he signed for us.
But
he beated us.
It was so good when he was actually in Jasper United. So and what? No, I also the reason why I just remember this is that if those guys were called up to national team, nobody will argue. Nobody will ever argue. For someone like Douglas, for business of Boko, he played now. Nobody will ever argue.
He flew to Wembley Shoot in 1995.
Yes. He went to Africa.
So was back now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Fire us from you before I bring it fair when we wrap it up. I'm just happy that there's still enough people to talk today. Guys, like the video. I want
to be on this live with Kebaba.
Okay, Kebaba is not here yet. Okay, you know what? Yes. I might still actually keep you while I should bring it fair on. Let me just bring it fair. Very good. Very fast.
Let me appreciate it fair too.
Okay. So Yvette, I've been live for a while. We're about to actually wrap it up. I'll just say, okay, let me just actually hear from you quickly about the Falcons. So Yvette, thank you for joining. And that you've been very busy. You had I don't know, but I know that you're always very busy. When I send the text to your other line, but that line is for some people.
Sorry, I slept off. I was charging that phone. I'm not even going to look at it. Sorry.
Okay. So Yvette, what is going on with your girls, the Falcons?
Their matter is long right now. The gist in camp is that they stole their money again today. So I said this one, they are getting good hotel. This time they are stealing their money. So what kind of cheap hotel did they get them that they are still stealing their money? It's a bit, weird if it's the hotel should be, you know what I mean? There are some hotels you go to that you won't even have to bother about things like this. Well, from the videos I saw, they said they complained, they were rude to them. So it shows that there's even something wrong with that hotel. Like you don't receive messages of people petty stealing or petty theft, and you're not even investigating that they became rude. They didn't appear surprised. Like what kind of hotel are they always getting these guys? Always one drama or the other every year. And ridiculous because even the committee members that are supposed to be there, those ones are still in Nigeria. Committee that is meant to go ahead, advance team to make life easier for them. Those ones are still in Nigeria. So I don't like to. And the next thing we are seeing is that Guso wants to go again in September. So the whole thing is just depressing. Like for how long do you want to continue moving backward like this in Nigeria? There's also a rumor, but I don't want to talk about it because I want to read that rumor as a rumor, honestly. No, it's a rumor. Even though nobody has confirmed to me, they said they've not paid them that $1 million. They are 30%. And now that CAF has increased the money to $2 million, yeah, they said they've not paid them that one, but that they paid every other. Honestly, those they are still a bit easy.
Okay, but the 1 million that they want.
That 1 million, nobody has been able to confirm that one to me. Yeah, but some other money they said, yeah, they paid this, they paid that, but that one is still nobody has been able to say, okay, yes, it's true, they've received it. Because once they increased the price, when I started trying to find out, okay, if there's motivation for 1 million, there should be more motivation for 2 million. Have they even paid them at 30%? Nobody could confirm that one to me. So it looks like they've not paid them, and they are going to go on a protest strike. So nothing is sure, honestly. Me, I've just decided, before this tournament started, I just decided that whatever happens, I'll take it like that, honestly, because the preparation was terrible. Now Rafiat Imran is injured. I've been trying so hard to find out how the extent of injury. They said, the doctors would check. They carry quack doctors to them. It's not like they carry people that even have no knowledge of these things to them. It's just man, no man, and they just smuggle into the team and all that. So they can't even tell, yesterday, by today we should know. We don't have any news. Not everything is just somehow. And we're still talking about this left back. The two sisters from Malawi, the strong powerhouses from Zambia, all of them are primarily right-footed. So there's a problem if we don't have a solid left back. And as it is, I don't think we're going. So we found out that once Imran was injured, they brought in Ogbonna. Why would you bring in a player that you believed and sold to us good enough for WAFCON to make the list, and you're subbing now? You now sub that again during a friendly game. You brought in a player, you now sub the same left back. So that's already a crisis for me. It's a serious red flag because Ogbonna was retired by Randy 3 years ago. Why are you bringing players that have been taken out of circulation? Why are you bringing them back? So if she was good for the job, you will not take her out and bring in Alozie. And I just feel that if you are bringing Alozie is primarily I believe she's a wing back because naturally she's the 7. She was converted by Randy. So taking that kind of player to go and play a sensitive position like left back, where you'll be having plenty missiles coming from, it's setting her up for. Nigerians don't understand football. Next thing they say that she's the one when she's supposed to be. They'll tell you that when she's supposed to be what's it called practicing, she was doing TikTok and Snapchat. That's the way they reason in Nigeria. So I believe that strategically they are setting her up. I don't want her to play that position because that's not her strength. It's just makeshift because they're not desperate to see maybe Alozie can do better. Why did you carry Ogbonna if she can't do the job? She's left-footed. And we spoke about this particular left back just last week ago. So, it's 2000, the National Squad has not started and Kama is already visiting Madugu for the nonsense he's been doing. So there's already a problem. You don't go to a tournament to go and gamble. And that's the problem. The people that left space for 24 to 26 players, they are not foolish. They understand team depth and rotation so that nobody is overworked. And when you have problems, impromptu, unforeseen circumstances, you can, look at your team. And the second choice should always be good as the first choice. Now, he banked on only Imura, knowing that Ashley is, not 100% fit. Thinking that will be okay all tournament and because she's young. Now she's injured. We don't even know to what extent. You're not trying to fix somebody that is not even primarily a defender to go and take the bullets from that side. Why did you carry Ogbonna? Realistically, we took 5 defenders. That's the truth. So Imura out, I think he leaves us about 4 because Uchebe is a DM. And they has not really been getting good game times, game time for our club. Deborah too, is just when they realized that WAFCON was coming that they started putting her in to start. And even at that, she's not played 90 minutes. So Uchebe is the only one that can play that DM role as 90. And whoever is even playing has to be with Madugu. I'd rather do double pivot and have peace of mind, especially because of the kind of first two games we have. If you understand what I'm saying. So if you have Uchebe being a double pivot, I'm the only one that I know that can realistically play 90 minutes and is fit and in form. We have how many defenders left? 4. So we are cooked, man. We are cooked at the back. I don't know how those girls will pull it. And I feel for them because when they spoke out, Ikpeba, as shameless as he is, went on podcast to go and say everybody should be careful how she criticizes NFF. And they were trying to put the girl under pressure. Who will speak out if she doesn't speak out? If the girls are happy, she won't be speaking out. They were not prepared now. Things are happening, and they'll start saying it's because somebody is injured. No. I told you the team depth, realistically, we're taking 9 players that were fit and in form. And for a tournament, is 122. We're already seeing all these dramas. And now there's money issue. The whole thing is just ridiculous, honestly. I've told myself, whatever happens, I'm not going to blame those girls. The ones that will drag very well are the ones that had no business on that team and smuggled their way into the team. And that's just it. So let's just hope for the best.
Okay, so another day, you always defend the girls, and people have been saying, you always have time for these people because anybody that comes to you you deal with.
I'll fire them if you don't come and harass them. I see the way they were just harassing Alozie for no reason.
Yeah,
they have not done anything wrong, and they were just dragging her. I'm like, how football illiterate can you be that you don't even understand the window, you don't understand travel protocols, you don't understand anything? You just next thing, so she should stay inside the room because because she has not gone to Morocco or what? I beg, free the girl, Jack. When I was done dragging them, all of them went to their cover back straight off. Because if you don't do that, these people are just very hopeless. They won't contribute. Nothing positive. You just want to look for the player to meet. And that's why I'm afraid for Alozie, honestly, that they are trying to put her in an unfamiliar position. Just leave her where she is and let her thrive. Now you are stuck, you are confused, you are looking for someone that will bail you out. Don't set the girl up for dragging. That's another worry I have because it's not a fault that you did not do your job as a coach. This man doesn't even know what happens at I can bet that if you ask him what club all the 24 plays for, I don't think he can answer 12.
Yes. If I can ask me a question, do you think it would be wise for Justin Madugu to play 3 at the back? Maybe this girl, Blessing Dimeyi, can cover that left side. Because like Rally said, based on what these guys said on Monday, I don't want us to limit the work of Michelle Alozie. She knows how to overlap. And when she overlaps, she helps the team so much. But when if she plays left back, it will limit her from overlapping. The girl, probably because she's young, she's always ready to, like what you say, Lagos Palace, to die there. She's always ready to put body. But playing left back, I feel is going to limit her from going forward and from helping the team forward. So the question is, can Tosin fit in there? The main.
No, left back is like, you see, there are some positions in that team that you need a natural. Left back is one of those places. There are some that you can integrate and still find somebody that, but left back is, you need a natural when it comes, especially because don't forget that most of these potent strikers are right-footed. So you always need, a natural left, good, LB to shield the team. For me, even if you play anybody in that position, you're exposing them regardless. I just don't want Alozie because there's already beef for her going into this WAFCON that she's not serious. For those that don't understand football. So if you are, my own is, why are you putting in somebody that you're not? Why did you invite someone you're not confident to play if there's an injury? Why did you bring in Ogbonna and took her out again? Why? If you bring in an Ashley yesterday, Ashley would have played the entire game because you know that this is do you understand what I'm saying? This is her 40 and she's good. She can handle it. So that means he's not sure if she can handle it. So why is she on the team? If it was okay, nobody will stress. We know that okay will stand into maybe Rafiat is back. So why are you inviting the ones that have no business on the team? For me, those are issues. And me, I just don't want unnecessary you know, stress for those girls because it's bad enough that they didn't get good preparation ahead of this tournament.
Yeah, I understand. So if you know, one of, I don't know, maybe you know the person, but one of the biggest critics, you know, he made a post. I don't, you know, you probably know the person.
You know, they always carry things to they always bring things to me either on Facebook or WhatsApp.
He made a post and he said that's one of the biggest critics. In fact, it will even make I don't know, maybe you know the person, but it's just so funny.
If you tell me the post, I'll tell you if I know the person.
He said that some critics operate with predictable scripts.
I beg that one should not sit down somewhere. If you notice that they look alike, does not look like Madugu. I beg your guy, don't stress yourself. They look alike now, so I mean I don't even bother myself about it. Have you seen the comments? Have you seen how people went to the comments to go and tell him that he should stop capping?
Yeah, he stopped.
I got both the comments and the post, and the people will always come and look for Wahala and tell me that, you know, this person said this one. I'm like, see, me, I'm not going to even stress myself. That's the truth. There was a day I took my time and, you know, posted. I don't know if I sent to you, sent 10 salient questions from Adugu. All of them will be crying. They will not answer the question. If you want to know a good coach, it's nobody. Have you noticed that maybe 99% is on the side of eggshell? Has he really won anything like AFCON or whatever? No. But you know, Yorubas will say, you will know the eye that will follow you till past midnight and the ones that will be quick to, you know, go on strike. Me, I don't stress myself. There are some things that, and me, I always say one thing, sweet lie. We had a tournament last time that the girls won. We played 6 matches. We had 24 players or 25 players. I can't remember how many. None of them ever gave him credit till tomorrow, except it happens tomorrow morning. You will know a good coach now. You will know. Just from that alone, you know that this man is just there. They are doing tactical session. They will not show us video. He doesn't do all these things to these girls. The last picture I saw, it was socks. Have you saw stockings? Let me not call it socks. Other than as past socks, the one picture like that, they said they were saying that was the tactical session. They hired people to do his job for him. So what is he doing there? He can't do the job. What's he doing there? For me, it's just a way of, you know, taking these ladies back and just putting them in a tight situation, because if you don't have it, you don't have it. Coaching has gone past, you know, those days where you just come and do kick and follow. And his utterances also shows that he's not the kind of coach those days. That's the senior national team we're talking about here. If he knows how to coach a team, he has been with Super Falcons since 2008. Why did he not get a coaching job all through 2025 when they made him the coach? Why? What was he doing with himself? Even now they've given him the job. Ask me what one developmental course he has gone for. He goes back to his farm and waits for NFF to call him and say, come and work, come and carry these girls to wherever, and come to camp. Is that the kind of, in this day and age, he doesn't monitor the girls, he doesn't know what they do. So is that the kind of, how do you now want to bring out the best of a player when you don't even know what they do in their club? How do you want to make changes? How do you want to tell them, okay, I see this is your strength, or let's try something? That one cannot try anything. Yesterday or whatever, it was just doing trial and error. Bring out this one, bring this one, let's see if it's going to work. Is that what you want to go and do in AFCON and World Cup? Olympic qualifiers is still there.
And so I don't know how we want to do it, but this is probably one of the worst. I think the last AFCON we prepared well, better than
the last one looked like it was better than this, even though we didn't like it. Well, this one was terrible. But in all ways and forms and shapes, this one is terrible. I won't lie to you. And the way they watered down the team, you know, realistically, honestly, they have just 4 defenders in this tournament right now, because you take out Timura and Uchebe, and the other 2 that have no business on the team. Four going into a major tournament.
Yes, and you know, I just hope that these girls actually can perform well. You know, I wanted to go and watch the Nigeria versus Zambia game. I'm not even motivated at all with what actually was happening. You know, Nigeria versus Zambia. Just go and see the game, but based on the news coming from the camp, you know, and everything, I'm not sure what really plays. But guys, a reminder quickly: positive vibes. You know, if you have not listened to it before, if I'm like to you, I used it. Yes, this thing. I used it on my story before.
Yeah,
in fact,
sure.
I went to go and check that story several times because that I told my say no. This one I have to use because it's just so. I don't know, maybe I've listened to it before. I don't know. It's so so interesting, and shout out to you for actually putting it up. I hope that when the Falcons win this 11th crown, they will play this in the national stadium instead of I don't know. I don't think we have any song. We have any song? I don't think we have any song to play.
This is their first ever theme song. They never really had any song before now. No, not a song, nothing. Yeah,
Not
I did the
any?
research before we did this one. Before I started working on this, they didn't have anything. If we go on, as a matter of fact, right now, go on this thing and type in theme song for Super Falcons. You see that it's credited to me, the first ever. Yeah, they never. And now everybody is waking up that they need a theme song and rushing to do something. Go and check. If you check the internet, you'll find it. They never had a theme song.
I think White Sugar is something. I don't know. Maybe
it was an afterthought. Even after the other guy, all of them were afterthoughts. Yeah, all of them.
Kudos to you. Because I didn't think about that because they use Super Eagles for Super Falcons. This thing,
They never had a theme song. I did that research very well.
Yeah,
they never had a
theme song at all.
I
just remember now that they never. I just quickly before I
saw a video of 3 girls dancing to that song. Did you organize those girls?
No, funny enough, they did not. I don't know that from Adam. It was somebody that informed me on WhatsApp to say, that some content creators were wearing super, what's it called, white and green, the green and white jersey to wish Super Falcons, all the best at WAFCON, and they were dancing to my song. I did not know. So somehow the guy reached out to them and told them my handle. So they, made me a collaborator on Instagram. Then I followed them. Then the motivation now came for there's a dance challenge, Sweetla, you need to talk about it.
Okay, I'm bringing that one up now. Just continue.
So there's so I got sponsorship for a dance challenge for ₦1 million. And so I already put it up on since Wednesday. I've just been lazy to follow, but yeah, I sent it out to a couple of people to work on it and come up with a dance challenge. Hopefully, we have till August 5.
Oh, that's actually what's very, very good. This in fact, you are the only one. I just saw Olori Sports. I don't know, maybe you.
I enjoyed what she did with the song today. I have to send her a message. I enjoyed what she did with the song today.
Yes,
I was laughing. I was just laughing. Yes. I watched it today. I saw it and I watched it. I sent her a message, say thank you. That I really enjoyed what she did.
I've not seen her, but I love those 3 girls. Don't forget they did well. They do well. I think it's a very
I enjoyed it. So I tagged them when I did the dance challenge so that they apply using that same one or they want to. Some people want to do another one because there's the money involved and all that, so they can now make that decision.
So because of these kind of questions, I put Stephmonic to bed in this life. I asked you to go and lick lollipop and go and sleep. I'll put you to bed though. I will put Amo to bed though. I'll put you to bed though, because I'm using one eye to see the comment section. Okay, so let's talk about the challenge quickly, because I'm not let you. So can you tell us about the challenge quickly?
Oh yeah, they just need to follow the.
So to start from the price, I can see 1 million. Is it £1 million?
No, it's 1 million. It's no, not winner takes all. 500,000 for first. No, okay. 300,000 for second, and 200,000 for third.
For third. Okay.
So we're going to have
people. Winner.
We're going to get judges to do that.
Okay.
But before then, we're going to streamline to 10. What's it called? 10 people with the most likes and shares of interaction on social media across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Then those 10 will be the ones to be judged. I used to dance, funny enough, when I was in uni. So I have friends that I've either progressed, because I sent it to one of them. I'm like, share with those dance groups that and all that. So I have friends that either progressed with the dance, or those that still dance for fun. And I have a couple of people like that can that one very well, courtesy of me being in touch with my friends from my dance group. So that's the easiest part for me. That's just the easiest part. We just need those entries to come in. Then I'll start by getting the numbers, like the numbers, those with highest interaction, so I can start sending their videos out for my friends to help me look at, for us to decide on the
Okay,
winners.
good. Okay, good. So okay. So that is that. Let me just put another
Yeah, the
second slide.
rules. Yeah, my handle. If they can follow, honestly, it's a lot easier for them. Thank you for if they follow the handles on Twitter, on Instagram. I have all the instructions, even on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. So if they can follow a positive NG vibes across Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter, they will see. Then if you follow Ifeoluwale Olagbaye on, or Ifeoluwale Odi, Facebook will finish remaining for you. On Facebook, you will always see, a post that details what to do, how to go about it, and duration. Because the last day of the group games, which is August 5, is when we intend to announce the winners, and hopefully they are in Lagos or Abuja so that we can get across to them with their, what do you call that, those checks that are those printed checks.
Okay. Oh,
those
check. Yeah.
I don't know what they call those checks again. Now there's a name, dummy checks. Yeah, we can give them dummy checks. Yeah, hopefully, because I have team members in Abuja and Lagos that can do that. Then we would send their money, and of course there'll be evidence that they've collected their money before it starts drama, which I don't like.
Yeah. And
So
sorry, let me just take one. Sorry, Steph Monique, please. If you comment again that it's not appropriate, I will now ban you finally, because I put to. I don't know how you woke up easily. I just put to bed in 5 minutes and you are back up here again. I will ban you finally if you don't regulate your comment, please. And also, somebody said that grande choices. See, I don't like to take this type of comment. Say that because you're talking about female football, say, oh, I'm a female, I don't know how to play football. Please help me. What type of help effect can you do?
They send that thing to my DM a lot. Yeah, a lot of them. I don't know. I can't even explain why they do those things.
Yes,
I get that in my DM a lot. I'm like, I've not told you I'm looking for footballers.
Yeah. So who can participate? Say that anybody can participate. Anybody could be male or female.
Yeah, anybody, all Super Falcons supporters, anybody you do. Honestly, that because the entire idea to support the team and just encourage them ahead. At least if NFF cannot do their job, let's do our own bit, and just let them know that Nigerians are always rooting for them regardless. Sad, but it's what it is.
So is it gonna be like a dance group or somebody can just dance?
Anybody, you can dance alone. Honestly, you can, because I know someone that said he was going to enter that challenge alone. As long as you are good, you can enter. People can dance alone. You can dance alone. You can get a team. You can be a dance group, but just dance to the song and follow the rules, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's good. So so how to participate? So I talk us through just 1, 2 how to participate.
Yeah, basically just follow the accounts at positive NG
But is
vibes.
This one is this double E?
Positive NG vibes is not double E. Where did you get double E from?
No, I'm talking about Ifeoluwa.
No, just one E. Ifeoluwale Olagbaye.
Okay. Yeah. Because I saw double E there. I was like, I never typed double E before.
That guy, that's my creative director. He's just behaving any. I don't have his energy. That's why. But if you type Ifeoluwa is one E, Ifeoluwale will bring out the full name, and you can follow. Check, do all. Just go through the process of tagging. Then don't forget the hashtag, which is the most important, because we'll use that one to fish out entries a lot. WAFCON 26 dance challenge altogether. WAFCON 26 dance challenge. That's the hashtag to use, and ensure that you get our attention after following those accounts. And of course, when you are done posting your video, you still have to get people to interact with the video so that it's, it's shortlisted for the dance challenge and we can pick winners.
Okay, you have positive NG vibes on TikTok too, is it?
On TikTok, yeah, TikTok, Instagram, X. It's same across those platforms.
Okay, so I think, yeah.
Please, can I chip in something? Last time I was one that I suggested that you should trademark, your intellectual property, because that thing's intellectual property.
Sorry, I think I got in trouble playing that video last week on YouTube. Yeah. I think it has been copyrighted today.
Okay, so it's good.
So I paid for the music rights.
Yeah, no, you already copyrighted. You said Yeah, because
So
I got sent a message straight away.
Are you
After the live.
serious?
Yeah.
I
That
want you.
Hope you
your
removed it
property.
so that I don't stress your account.
Yeah. I removed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the music and the dance talent to go on, I think I don't know if there's a way you can do it that people can just even all over the world, people can just like those concept like those guests I saw today, the 3 guests. Maybe if everybody can keep posting it, maybe people can do that on their own, like a dance challenge on their own. I know so it should go viral. By so doing, it should even give Sparkle Falcons more popularity, and it's even help your own brand too, you know. But I just said that song should be copyrighted. I mean, it should be trademarked. Then, but you can release the song for dance challenge. Let people just use it. Not the way they use all those songs like the way they use Buga one there, Buga one, the way they use it then, so that it can go viral all over the world. You know, but I could see that this dance challenge is Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria. So if there's a way you can do it, that people can just see that, so it can go viral all over the world, you know, so that you can see your beauty of your job and even support Falcons more. Just a suggestion, you know.
Yeah, thank you very much. I understand what you're saying. Thank you. Pushing this is a lot of, honestly, you have no idea how much work goes into having to push, speak to people and all that. You know, and like I said, some people are too desperate. Now that they realize that they're Super Falcons, someone they don't have, everybody is entering studio. So that's another thing you have to deal with too, you know. So it's just, for me, I just want to do my bit. I thought about it today, especially on TikTok. I would speak to some people that, yeah, I'm not really a TikTok person, honestly, if not for this project. That's one of the sacrifices I had to make. I'll still speak to people that, you know, are really vast in this and say, okay, what are the things we can do differently to push the dance challenge out there and push more support for the ladies. Yeah, but I could get on that this weekend, and let's see, you know, how far that takes us. But thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Just
Yeah,
want to appreciate your work.
because just before I use you first, sorry, I'm going to just want to come and say to you before you leave.
So if
He's trying
I want to appreciate you. Aside from sports, I saw your write up. In fact, what you did, I just me like I said, I've never seen that before. When you
Yeah.
corrected that AIT documentary, and I read everything line by line, and I saw
Which
the
one is that?
correction.
Which
I
one?
saw that it was one AIT on Ifeluwa. I sent it to Smila and Omweri. That was this one. Does he? I think AIT made a documentary, not on sports though, not on sports.
Series,
okay.
But the way you corrected some those things, are like, man.
Okay.
She's so brilliant, man. She's so brilliant. You know, I love that. Keep it up, girl. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This might be the one, though. The way she fair writes, I know the way you write now. So if they wake me in the night and say, "Is it all right up?" I know exactly how you write.
Honestly, one of the things I've appreciated about what I do is, even if I see my write up 3 years after, before I know it's mine and I see it on, I'm like, oh, this is me. Then I'll open it. I'll be like, hey, I was right. So when you have a pattern, you know, people get to understand what you're about, and they can appreciate that. And see, there's so many things I don't want to talk about because people complain, and I'm like, no, you fix yourself before. A lot of, you know, I don't know if I mentioned to you that many people have been harassing players in their DM for support, and I don't know if it was you. I was complaining to someone this past week that more people that cannot afford to go to Morocco went to collect accreditation, and they become a mess everywhere. And people are saying that nobody wants to support female brand. No, it's not like nobody wants to support people. People need to fix their brand first. You don't go and collect accreditation, go on social media and say, I've been accredited. Brands, partners, sponsors, my DM is open. So brands like Cadbury is busy shopping for whose DM is open for them to come and sponsor. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Brands are not these people are not jobless to stay on social media. They're not that kind of. Most of them have maybe 300 followers. All these people, big women and men, I know that you'll be shocked. All they don't have 500 followers. Like people that can actually give you this kind of money. I'm telling you, so they don't have 500 followers on Instagram. But people just expect them to have that luxury of time to come and be, you know, chasing you to say that, okay, you want to go tomorrow, come and expose that. So it's just, honestly, I find it very challenging when people are saying that nobody is sponsoring female brand. The people that write about female football, how much work goes into their craft? Everybody just does copy and paste. They just look for what to put, and they are chasing what is not. The next thing, they want to go to Morocco. They want to go. Must you cover an event? If nobody is sponsoring you, honestly, must you go? If you don't have people that would foot your bill, stay, build your brand, and just, I like some of these guys that I think they've learned now. They are not rushing to do all those. I've been accredited, come to my DM. I think they've learned the hard way. All of them now. Even World Cup, they did not go. Morocco, they are not going. Because you just, no, funny, I like it because it helps you to step back, reassess, and, just look at what you've done so far and how you can improve, such that it's just in retrospect, honestly, nothing, nothing, not even a big deal, but it's just a way of, going back to the drawing board and say, what did I get wrong? How come no brand is coming for me? What can I do? Sometimes, it's just in the little things that you would find out that brands wants to be associated with what you do and don't mind. They might not be able to give you the full money, but even if they are paying half of your bill, it goes a long way, and maybe it would give you that soft landing. But I don't know, I was complaining badly that they said a lot of them have abandoned their GM because people are coming there to hound them because they want to go and cover. It's very unfair on these girls. How much do female footballers earn that people will be giving them all kind of formats just to collect money from them? So I got irritated this week a lot. I was so pissed. Like, don't do this to the brand. So it's not because nobody wants to sponsor. What value are you adding? That's what companies want to see. If you're adding value, yeah, they'll come for you. You can't just, you see a lot of them, honestly, that they don't like me in that industry. I don't like them too. But the truth is, you will not grow by disliking people. And if you don't dislike me, it doesn't mean that my light will not shine. I did not go to ask anybody for 1 million naira. It was where I was sitting that he came to miss me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have not even gotten up to say I want to go and cover any event. Me, I was even shocked, honestly, till I sent this is my star said, no, I don't believe this. I said, don't worry, I know this person very well. Don't worry. My star was shocked. You couldn't believe it. So it's just a lesson. And it was a day before that I was telling my creative director that if you chase money, honestly, you will not add value. But if you chase value, the money will come. It was a day before I was still at, so I sent him the screenshots. See the message I just got. I did not even I didn't even stress. My own is, let me put my song out there. Let me support the Super Falcons and let's see where this takes us. That's it. It was a day before I was schooling him on, don't chase money, chase value. Money will chase you. Don't worry. And I gave him examples of people that have worked with me that are not really doing well. I told him one of them drives Range Rover in Lagos. I told him everything. When he started as a graphic designer, he was working with me because I wanted him to understand that he was the one that did this my video. And for every correction, it would take 24 hours. He felt my stress was too much. So I told him, the correction is taking 24 hours. I said, these guys will sit beside me. We'll do it together in 10 minutes. I only kept quiet because I wanted that video to be out and not have high blood pressure before I school you. Because some of them would think you're a dunce because you don't, talk about what you know or the people you work. I said, go and check them out. This guy drives a Range Rover. He's into production now. We started as graphic designer. We'll sit down, we'll fight, we'll shout, we'll frustrate ourselves, but we'll get the job done. Today, he used to work in Dallas. I was the one that told him, go to Nigeria, go and build your brand. His twin brother is still in the UK. So I gave him examples. So I won't think that I'm just talking. I might not talk about my personal life on social media, but it doesn't mean that I don't know where I'm coming from. I understand what value means. When you add value, money will come.
And I have to give you a shout out for that because what I just want to point out is that I don't subscribe to people going to players' DM to go and ask for money. I think it's because if you go to DM of players to go and be asking for money, I think I don't know the type of image you want to project, to people. I know that. Sorry, I don't. Before I come to you, I just want to care about. Let me
chip in something about the image. They've already destroyed the image. One of the things that pains me a lot that I write about sports is that these people think that writing about them means that next minute you come to their DM and come and ask for money. Honestly, it's that bad. And I'll give you a typical example. So there was this athlete I was really big on. When I like a player, you will know. So there was this athlete I was really big on. The spouse reached out to me to say thank you. Next thing, he said, oh, can I reach out to him on this number? Don't laugh when I tell you what happened. I reached out to him. What's my own? My own is I don't, send. Let me just see what he wants to say another. Next thing, he sent me 3,000 naira credit. My sister still tomorrow will laugh when we talk about this thing. You know what? You know what that means? They expect that if you write about sports, that is your worth. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they believe that that's what happens. And it was later when he now got to know me. This last trials, he sent me letter. Dear Ma, sponsorship. The same person that sent me 3K when he didn't know me. Do you understand where I'm coming from? But because they bastardize the industry such that players believe that once you start writing about them, next thing is to come. I've had players ask me to send my account number before. Smith, like, I can send you, after this thing, I'll send you receipts and my responses to them. I don't have energy for that madness. I can't allow anybody to disrespect me. I'll call your bluff. You know me, my mouth is not good. I will call you out. So it's better I just respect myself before they go and disgrace me and say that this one is my DM begging for money. Let me work hard for my own money and let me just leave players alone.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's a disgrace. That 3,000 for me, my sisters will still laugh at me till tomorrow. They said, 3,000, because they believe that once you write about sports, you're a beggar. Yeah. And it hurts me so much, honestly. It hurts me. That's why I said I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. So Kiyoba is a very trying analyst. Maybe fantastic. When you say somebody, when you say, in fact, Kiyoba, to say na video call, and they call you, say, because they see how they roll for grand. They do this thing, and they call you, Kiyoba. Because yeah, why they laugh?
Okay, first and foremost, I'm sorry. My phone is by my side, but I was carried away listening to you guys on YouTube, so I didn't know you had messaged me. I'm sorry about that. But you know why? Because I was intrigued by everything, especially what Ife has been saying. You see, and if you remember what our conversation was yesterday about this particular thing she was talking about, or I don't know if you remember what we were talking about yesterday.
Yes.
And I relate with what she's saying because it's my own reality too. I've had a player ask me for my account, and when I said, this was a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, and when I said, you that they just invited to Flying Eagles and you play in the local league, don't worry, when you go to Europe, don't worry, you buy me a car. We laughed about it and we forgot about it. Then there was a day I needed to write a story. I called this boy, he didn't pick his call. And I said, God, I thank you. If I had collected money from this boy, I would feel like it's because of the money I collected. The day I saw him, I think he came with his club to Lagos. I have witnesses about 5 people who saw him when he was prostrating for me. I'm very sorry. It was later I saw your call. I said, no. I just told him, Diane, I said, I'm happy I did not collect your money that day. Because if I had collected your money, there's nothing anybody would tell me. I would say because of the money I collected from you. That's why you are not avoiding my call. So this thing she said is the reality of our profession. When the gatekeepers, those who are supposed to gatekeep, those who are supposed to say what you are doing is right, oh, this thing you are doing is wrong, when they are the ones who go cap in hand to go and beg the people they are supposed to police. I said something yesterday, let me repeat it again. Well, this will be lost in translation. Some of the other people who are listening will not understand. Once you have eaten somebody's money, there's a limit to how you can criticize them legitimately.
Yes.
You understand?
I agree.
So a whole lot of people will not like you. It's not arrogance. You are not arrogant, Ife. It's just what you carry. Because they know that the only way to bring you down is to compromise you. And when you do, you don't fall for that trap. The next thing is to criticize you and ask those people, what has she done? They won't be able to say one thing that you have done. It's the reality that we live with. And that's why when I listen to you people, I just listen. Sometimes I put you on, or I just listen for the sake of listening. Because I am now back to being a football fan. And I'm tired. I said this yesterday. I'm tired with everything going on. There's enough blames to go around. The federation, the fans, the media. That's my constituency. The media, especially, we have a lot to do to clean our house. A lot of things happen. Look at what she said, and I agree. You are asking for people to come and sponsor your trip and do stuff, all of those things. I don't know. Maybe because we all pass through some institutions, different ones. The one I passed through that I'm very proud to associate with, that will never happen. You can't. There's no way. There's no way you can even go to anybody for anything. Because I wanted you to at that time who would say once you bring a story, you say, sorry, you know, Gouda. That means it was purchased for the price of a bottle of Gouda.
Wow.
That's it. It will tell you, story you know, story you know.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Yes. That's the truth. That is the truth. Because see, we all know each other. Let's get down to the brass tacks. We all know each other. I can tell you, if I gather in a room of 10 of my colleagues, I can tell you what each one of them is capable of doing professionally and what they can do to subvert their calling. Because see, journalism is a calling in Nigeria, especially. It's not if you want to get rich, journalism is not the place for you. That's it.
Sure.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
I got that advice when I started writing.
Yeah, that's the truth. Let me repeat what I told them yesterday. When a long time ago, this was like about 20 years ago, my boss told me something. He said, okay, there are a whole lot of people who are out there. They will give you 500 naira. 500 naira was like a big amount as at the time he told me. So I'm just using it to date what I'm saying. So he said, when they give you that 500, for you it's big money because you need it. But for them that they are giving you is nothing. But you see that 500, you pay for it over and over and over again. There are stories, exclusive stories that you see, you will not be able to write. There are ones you will write, you have to go and apologize to them before the story comes out. Yes. I know some of our colleagues who would tear pages of newspapers where we write and send it to players. They will snap and send to players abroad that see what this person wrote about you. Yes.
I know they do it now. Not be Odega can't say, you didn't see Odega shameless post before she went to Morocco. Of course, people would have been telling her that this is what this person has been writing about you.
Yes, I know what I'm saying. A whole lot of people. Well, see, that's why I said I just got tired because this wasn't how we were trained. Those who trained us, they weren't rich financially, but in terms of moral capital, they had a lot. They could talk to people. And that's what he said.
I want to ask this question. You know, I remember then in 1994 AFCON. I just you can bear me witness. We had, you know, the Mola, is it Olajire? You know, he went there to cover. Olajire went there to cover the AFCON. And now, you know, people like big journalists. We didn't hear anything about. You know, I don't know, maybe it was state sponsored or so, but before this banjo.
That is when journalism has value.
But what is the difference between then and now?
The difference is because then and now, one of the differences, there are a lot of differences and reasons for why things are different now. But the first one that I will tell you, which is I think this is part of what I said yesterday when we had that conversation, is the fact that back then, you were a journalist by choice. Now, I don't like throwing figures around, especially when I don't have empirical data. But I can tell you that 7 out of 10 people who call themselves journalists today is because there's an easy entry point for journalism. Anybody, especially with a phone, with 1,000 people following them on social media, they become a journalist and they can do anything. Then at that time, there were people who could look at you and say, oh, that thing you wrote is wrong. And you pull it down because you defer to superior logic. But now, there are people that you, even out of respect for them, you go into their DM and say, this thing is wrong. I've had somebody, and God bear me witness if I lie, I've had somebody write something, and I said, this thing is not correct factually. I went to their DM. He said, yes, Egbon, move more, but you no go sweet.
Problem of moral standard.
Yes. He said, if he wrote it the way I have said it, which that means he knew the right thing to do. He said,
so negative things attract market.
You understand? That's the situation, the reality of our situation. That is the reality now. A whole lot of things are happening. I choose to be a journalist because somebody looked at me when I was in school and said, oh, you know what? You do this, you do that. There are two things you could do. You could either be a lawyer, be a journalist. And I felt, lawyer, okay. I don't want to be because I prefer when I write, I write better than I speak. You understand? So I will write, I like writing. Even me, when I see what sometimes I write some things, I know I get credit for the things I write. So I like it. And I decided, okay, I want to do this. But then one of the people who blooded me into the profession told me, you may not be the richest person in Nigeria, but you know what? There are some rooms that your name will open doors for you. Simply because they know that that's the only thing they can give you. Honor, no money. I told you about my boss when he went to Europe.
Yes.
About 4 or 5 people told me at different times about him. And the same thing they say about him. So today, if you call 20 people, 25 will stand up and answer him. Not because he's the richest person in Nigeria, but because they know that he has that moral capital, he has integrity.
Sure.
So when you go to meet somebody, like I told you again yesterday, I've had somebody who will send messages to players, especially, I need to pay my house rent, I need to do this, I need to do that. Those players will give you how much is house rent in Nigeria? They will give you. Let's assume they give you 1 million naira. How much is 1 million naira to somebody who earns like 35,000 pounds a week? It's nothing. But the day you dare write anything about that player, even when he scores 10 own goals, you have to praise him as the best player in the whole world. It's as simple as that now. Uncle Henry, tell me if you pay my salary now and I've not gotten another job, what will I eat that will make me say I want to criticize you?
Every day I will be posting you on my profile.
Exactly. Every day I will be worshiping you. So I understand some of the things you're saying about it. I see the things you write. I read that a lot. And I
need to follow you on social media, or I need to follow you. I'll get you on
I am not very active on
social media. See, let me just say my story. Before I could get him, I've been searching for him for like 2 years.
Not Mr. Smith. You have not. Smith,
so
you know what?
I just go and write.
I want you to introduce Kebaba very, very well to.
Don't worry, we don't want to do this
because Ife does not know. Introduce, just start the historical.
We are friends on social. We are friends on Facebook now.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's why I said he doesn't. Kebaba is now. He's a legend. He doesn't even talk. He just listen.
Don't worry. I will go and write something on Facebook. So after this program, so she will see it and know that we are friends.
Okay.
So let me just say my story. Before I could go Kebaba, you know what I did? I typed Kebaba Ghana. No, because he knows.
Okay, and I remember the first question he asked me, are you a Ghanaian or a Nigerian? I remember he asked me, and I said, where is the Kayode Ogundare, the Ghanaian? Because that question came to me as a surprise.
Yeah, he knows so much about, that's why when I see people ways I can listen to him. His favorite episode, that's the World Cup qualifiers. I go play and replay him again. replay. See, I like you, Dr. Muna now. The he did. I can listen to it like 5 times because you will learn. You will discover new things. So, but somebody asked a question here. I'm going to wrap up with that. Okay. He didn't mention your name, but he said it's unfair to project decay of journalism, removing what societal decay of every single sector in our country. Today, the family unit in Nigeria is at its last leg.
I disagree.
No, let's hear about answer that.
Okay, I wanted to say, but go ahead.
Let me say this, and and I will also listen to you, but let me say this. You know why I also do not 100% agree.
What happened to K Baba's network?
Somebody is calling K Baba from Nigeria.
Hey, somebody is calling me.
In fact, I'm working about said now, but mentorship. At least his bosses, you know that the Munalawo and Eyi Brahma, you know the two of them, Eyi Brahma and Munalawo. Immediately when they finished their NYC, they went to war with the late Sonny of Ojagbase. And that was exactly what he told them. He said that was Sonny told the two of them. Say, you people are young. Do not go for money now. Tomorrow, money will find you. Your attitude, your name will open doors for you. Eyi Brahma said it the day Alhaji Mbelawo was launching his book. You know, the two of them, they are best friends, because the two of them went to work with Sonny Ojagbase. And that was the advice Sonny Ojagbase gave them. And now, because it was for them, and now, came about, they pass it to you too, and your colleagues too. That is word of wisdom. Because they took it from their boss, from them, and they'll give it to you. Just like what people first said. Now, most of the journalists cannot say just next day. They cannot say the truth. Now, when we are saying what these people are doing is bad, some people are coming, what do they to do? They are trying now. You know why? Because they joined the plane of NFF. Anytime they are going for competition, they will go join, they don't have money for tickets. So they go the NFF and join the plane. So, like I said, Yoruba, when you eat dodo, you cannot say dodo. When you eat plantain is dodo. When you eat plantain, you cannot say the truth again.
What I was about to say before.
Before you say,
I think why I do not agree is we have this utopian idea about the past of Nigeria. We always think, there was a time Nigeria was rosy. No, there was never a time that Nigeria was rosy. It's just that you relatively, you could say, okay, maybe like yesterday was better than today, but there was no time that Nigeria was 100% rosy. I remember there were people I went to school with who dropped out of school because they couldn't pay school fees that of less than $25. I said dollars, 25 naira.
Dollars. Okay.
They couldn't pay it at that time. You understand? So for me, I know there were people who couldn't write their WAEC at that time because I think 16 naira or thereabout, they couldn't pay. So are you saying those people who didn't live in Nigeria at that time? Yeah, there were people who had moral you understand? So for me, if you're going to be bad, you're going to be bad.
Sure.
You understand? So we can all see when you say is the economy, that means all of us have a legitimate right to be bad. Because the economy happens to everybody.
Affecting everybody.
You understand? But some people will choose that regardless of whatever happens, they will not soil their family name. They will not do things that will not make their children be able to walk on the streets tomorrow. So it's not about the economy per se. Yeah, I agree things are not well in Nigeria, but the truth is, even in the 80s and the 90s, like we were saying yesterday, Smith, like I said, even at that time, there were people, of course, senior colleagues, who we knew what each person was capable of doing. You understand? Even back in the day. So for me, it's about you as a person, the kind of character you have. You understand? The kind of home you come from. What drives you? You understand? That's what I think. It's not about the society alone. Because even in the midst of plenty, you see those who want to steal.
Yes.
I think the reason why I disagree with this person is this. A journalist must have a moral standard.
Yes.
That's number one. One of the purpose of journalism is for journalists to hold governments and organizations accountable. When the society is bad, the journalist will be a mediator between the people and the government to expose the truth.
I agree.
So if now that the society is bad, they have to voice out. Then if you collect money from the players, where is the voice that you used to voice out the evil? But some of them, they don't know about it.
And Umweri, with due respect to a certain player, one girl, I don't support the girl to call the player out. And this guy went to, I told you yesterday, he went to his team, just check, say, this guy don't ask me for Jesse before.
I heard that story.
Yeah, and that guy, the guy plays in Europe, right? He still play for Nigeria. He posted everything.
Yes,
so in fact, the embarrassment self is just too much, because when that guy posted it, say this is you. So the guy he don't use all the argument. I was even scared that guy should not have.
Let me ask you a question. What I think I faintly remember that incident, but I want to be sure. What was the bone of contention? What did the girl ask initially that led to that?
Is the girl is at fault? It's not the player.
I'm coming. The girl is.
I want to know.
The girl criticized that the player is not talented.
Because of the girl went and begged the player.
I've been begging
money, and now she was aggressive.
I think it's even an OAP. So OAPs have joined. OAPs have joined that league. They've joined this league.
In that case,
the girl asked that question.
The girl wants to drag the player
for something, and they didn't do it for you. Now,
blackmail.
The thing is to try to
blackmailing. The girl blackmail. Yes, because the girl is dragging the player.
Yeah.
Why are you dragging the player?
They do it a lot when you don't give them. Even some names here that I won't mention. Once you don't, I've read somebody complain to me about players who, because they were not giving them attention. Call them. If I say some of those things, I can't say them online. Call them all kind of despicable names. Next thing, when they got the players' attention, they started celebrating them. Like, what kind of low life is this one?
The girl deserves what she got.
You see, there was a reason why I asked that question. Now, you have a legitimate right to call a player out if they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You understand? If you are not playing up to par, I will call you out. I will say it, but I'm not saying it from a place of hate. I'm not saying it because I have asked you for a favor that you didn't do. What that means is that if you have done that for me, I will not be criticizing you. So if you are going to come to equity, you must come with clean hands.
Yes.
You cannot call a player. See, 100% of the time, I will support that player. Because that criticism from a place of blackmail. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
I agree with you, Kira. And
you don't find these players respecting. Mostly, they don't respect people that write about sports. Honestly, 99% that they don't.
He said, "You know why? Because most people who write about sports, we have soiled our hands. I know somebody." Smith he knows the person. I don't know who know the person. This was one of the persons we were talking about yesterday. He's based in England. We were talking, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I love this thing you said. I'm going to develop it into a story." And he said, me, no one see you. You understand?" And I was taken aback when he said he didn't have money. I'm like, in everything I've written that we've talked about, where did you see the issue of money? Because I'm already thinking about how I will develop this story. And right,
maybe another journalist has already begged him.
No, he wasn't a journalist. He mentioned names, people that we both know. He mentioned names that this person will, when he wants to ask, that he will be on his own. This person will call that, "I want to interview you, bros." But then he will now say, "You give me this amount." So that was why he was able to say the same thing to me. And you know what? This guy now introduced me to one former Super Eagles player now, the manager. You know, and the first thing he told the guy is, "You can trust him." You know what? Up to tomorrow, I think the guy and I spoke like 2 times. Sometimes he would just say, Baba, he would just test me, Baba. This was something that happened like about 7-8 years ago. I forgot it was still on my contact. Because you have people who have soiled our name.
Yes.
That's why he could tell me that I don't have money now.
Wow.
Because he knew that he was being charged per story. So who is doing it? Journalists like
yeah, I even
so I don't blame that person.
One of your boy, I will not mention his name, one of your boy that is a super good player now. Said it was in National Stadium in Lagos. You know your boy.
I know my boys, and my boys know me.
He once played in England. He's now somewhere.
He's okay. Now off your mic.
So it was just somewhere. Hey, Super Eagle, this thing here. Let's go interview Super Eagle. Like Granny said that. You don't drop anything now. Don't go interview him.
Wow. Yeah, they do that a lot. They do that. Okay, so let me sorry, let me say something. When I did this song, when it just came out, I just chatted some guys up. I know they try to cover events and all that. So I said, you know what? You can talk about this on your show. At least let people know about it. You know what the guy said? Is it paid partnership? That's the kind of packaging they now use. I said, what kind of paid partnership? He said, is the others. I said, I don't understand. I'll use my money to do something. I'll pay you again for like pro bono to promote a team. I'll pay you again to talk about it, to promote. So what is your contribution to football in Nigeria if you cover it and you make money from it? I've not heard from them since that time.
No, that's just the thing. So sometimes it's easy to know when people go on and on and on and say some things. You look at them. Those players, most of them don't even take us serious. When they'll just okay. They don't take us serious because they know that at the end of the day, before I officially stopped covering the Super Eagles, and I know Smilayi doesn't like hearing this, because I officially stopped. A lot of, I think the last time I covered the Super Eagles was 2017, right?
Wow.
During the World Cup qualifier. I was with them all over home and away. So we go to a Super Eagles camp. You see reporters. Okay, let me put that in quotes. Journalists. They will come and say, they have for example, most of their games were played in New York, the home games. You come from Lagos without any plan, without money in your pocket. You want to come and cover the Super Eagles game, and you are going to stay like 5 days to 7 days, and then you are like, you are going to go to this person's room to sleep. If you can't sleep there, you will sleep in the lobby of the hotel. Yes, I can drop names. When I say this, I know what I'm saying. And I will look at you like, what would you do? I had to accommodate one person because I'm like, the person you want to go and interview, it will come down and see you sleeping in the Ibom Le Meridian Hotel. The lobby is so wide, so expansive like this. So you could actually be at one end and the players will go and come through the other end. But then what happens if that person sees you sleeping there and now you come to meet him in the morning that you want to interview him? What are you projecting about the organization you say you are representing? Why are you in New York? Because for me, I'll tell them, I say for me, if I'm going to cover an event, I know that my organization has enough resources to send me. If I will stay at home, I will watch the game from TV like every other person. I will write whatever I can write from the TV. But because they know we can add value, they'll say, okay, go cover this. And then we go to cover games. I am not sure anybody in the NFF can say that when we went to cover games that we got free tickets. No. I remember the double header, Nigeria Cameroon, they played in New York on a Friday, and then the next Tuesday they played in Yaoundé. We had people, in fact, we had a reporter in Yaoundé about 10 days before that game. Not through the NFF. I remember when we went to Addis Ababa for the World Cup qualifiers in 2013. I was in Addis Ababa. I was there like about 5 days before the Super Eagles came. God rest his soul, Stephen Keshi and his coaching crew. And Ike, I remember Ike, when they came, we went to the airport to meet them. Ike saw me, was like, when did you get here? Because he saw I was very, very cold because of the Ethiopian weather. And I was like, when did you? I said, I've been here 5 days. So they asked me questions about this, and I told them, this is what you can do. And the Super Eagles were going to play Zambia. Zambia camped in Ghana. I was in their camp. I was the only Nigerian journalist in their camp in Ghana. That was where Smilayi got the Ghana this thing from. I was the only Nigerian journalist in their camp in Ghana. You know
But they don't know that you're Nigerian.
No, they didn't know at first. And I should still have pictures from that. So I was there and I was talking to the players. I was rolling with them because they use these guys. What's his name? Marcel Desailly. He has this sports complex in East Legon. That was where the Zambian national team camped. So I will go there. I'll go in. We'll talk after training. I will talk to the players, the coach, and everything. And there was this particular player that I really liked.
I need to go out and come back.
We became friends. So eventually, there was a day the guy that was driving them around, a Ghanaian, he just looked at me and was like, because I told them that I was reporting for Capital FM in Accra, because of my knowledge of Accra, of Ghana, I said I was reporting for Capital FM in Accra. So they couldn't tell until the driver said, you are Nigerian. Like the day before they left. That was like the day before they left. I think I wrote it in one of my stories when I got back, that how my cover was blown. Because it was the driver of their bus that was like, I was carried away because I was talking to the players and the coach, and I got carried away. And we were talking, and the guy looked at me and like, he's not Ghanaian. The way he's talking is not Ghanaian. So luckily for me, they were wrapping up there. But I was able to get enough materials that we used and everything. So you understand. So for me, I was able to go, not because the NFF gave us money, but because we knew that it was our duty to cover the game for our readers and our listeners. So when you do certain things with the hope that, I will do this so that somebody can pay me. Of course, when they pay you, they are not only paying you for that time, they are also buying you in the future. That's at the bottom of everything you see now. That's at the bottom of everything you see. A whole lot of things are happening. And that's why I said I'm tired. I don't even like talking about Nigerian football. Every Friday, I watch you guys.
Yes.
Every Friday, I watch you guys. I won't
talk. Sweet, I want to turn off.
I want to wrap it up now. Let me hear your thoughts. I just want quickly.
Yeah, let me talk to those of you that are journalists. See, when we say something, it is the Asawa journalists. You say something, so I'm going to ask the question that what the difference between journalism then and now. See, most of the people now, because after school they not have the job, they're like, let me just go and do this. And some, because they have the mindset that, when you have more people that like your video, YouTube will pay you. Because they say, I want to do yes for anybody. They try to do right thing. And now, I was saying it the other day that your presentation matters a lot. The way you present yourself matters a lot. And what money Sharafa Yusuf, when she was reporting, I watched Aisha Falode. I watched these people. Even
very brilliant guys. Very brilliant.
Again in Challenge, Cecilia, okay, she will not show up her body. Now, the people you came about, I'm sorry to say this, we are men. People say, hold your body. These guys have been playing for almost 8 months. You now go to them and say, hey, as journalists, you now show, you like, your skip it post. And you now be rubbing your post on the player. It's not a woo. No, that guy, so they will never ever say something about you. So I've been saying it. Now, one point it happens here now. Now, they separate mainstream journalists from all these people. They separate them. In Nigeria now, maybe I won't blame your friend, but Pascal, as commentator, separate these content creators from the journalists. We are going to put all of you together that journalists. So to say, we can call you names.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
Because he said that Spitlayi make them chase guys from Super Eagles camp. During Spitlayi they talk about.
They will not like you for that truth.
No, I'm just saying that sometimes I don't know, because sometimes when I listen to the press conference of Eric Shell, one guy has a question, just eased. Everybody just eased. Like, you know, I was like, eh? So the question he has too doesn't make sense at all. Everybody just is. When you go to a stage, the guy now fight say, why not ask me? I just stood up and he left.
And left.
Yes.
See now?
He left.
You see
because he doesn't, it doesn't make sense. They were just talking about I don't know. I know that journalism is now, there's now this new media thing. You know, it's just that people can actually jump into it. Like, you mentioned somebody because you have different goddaughters. I don't know, so you cannot deny them here now. You know? You can't deny because the question they ask you,
she used to be.
They can take it anywhere. I just think that sometimes you need to be able to contribute. I know that some people like entertainment. Like that, what do you like? Ghana Jollof, Nigerian Jollof, all those type of questions.
Oh, man.
Yes, Jollof, Nigerian Jollof, Lagos or Abuja, Panadiam or for fried rice. This, even they put the comments to.
That's the problem of professionalism.
That's another major issue. Laziness, mental laziness.
With all due respect, I don't blame, and this is not me being sexist, I don't blame the ladies who go to the camp and do some of these things that you say. It is a reflection of the kind of breakdown of discipline that we have. Before, I can tell you for free that before the Super Eagles camp, the furthest you can go when you go to the Super Eagles camp will be probably the lobby, and that is for a certain time. When the players are having their siesta, for example, everybody has to leave the lobby.
Yeah.
You can't even go to scratch that. You can go to the rooms of the players, but depending on the relationship you have, they have to smuggle you into their rooms. You understand? That's being a man now, they have to smuggle you. But a woman, I can tell you, although I'm not going to say it, the other tricks that players use when they want to have women in camp, but not to the point where you now go and be pushing your chest at them. It's a reflection, and I say this with all sense of responsibility. Patrick Pascal is my very, very good friend. I love him to bits, but he tries to be diplomatic in like expecting the players to know better. But when he played, in fact, there was a story somebody told me about when Westerhoff was managing the team, that when they say dinner is at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, bedtime is at 8, everybody goes to their room. That's when Westerhoff will go and sit in the lobby and put off the lights, and then players will always be players. Let's get that straight. So maybe some of them coming downstairs, some of them trying to sneak out of camp. You will see all of them and call the ones he wants to call. Then the following day at training, it will give them double the training of other players. But now we see that has retrogressed a lot. We don't see all of that again, and it's also impacting the performances of these players.
Yeah.
We can't take that away. So for me, I think it is about discipline. When ACP Gideon Akishola was head of security, you could tell. Yes, you could tell about security in camp. The media, and if the media, I say this, I have to defend the media because we are all under pressure. We need stories, we need scoops, we need exclusives, but not at the detriment of national interest. The players are there for a reason. When you go there and they distract them, they are not able to concentrate. You are asking them amala or fufu in a day to a very important game. So all of these things contribute to why we don't do well. I have said this before, let me say it again. Games are not only lost on a football pitch in 90 minutes. Sometimes you lose games days before the match. Days before the match. Even from your player selection, from player invitation, you can lose a game. You will not know until after 90 minutes. But you have lost that game from the kind of players you invite, from the players you let to play, from the environment of the camp that they stay in. A whole lot of reasons why why games could be lost. And if we have people who have been in this business for years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. They should know all of these things by now. That's what they call experience. They should know by now that there are some things. The reasons why we don't do well, it's not because we lack the quality to do
of players.
Let me also say something. Since Ife is here, I like the Super Falcons a lot, but I believe that by now the Super Falcons should not be contesting against African opposition again. We are a top team globally. That's where we should be. The gap between us and the rest of Africa is already wide. You understand? In terms of the trophies we've won. So we should be able to step up. But the things that keep us on the ground is still not about the players. It's still about administration, about the things that ought to be done that are not done. Okay, look at what Adedosun said earlier on. I think I commented. I don't know whether you saw it. Like when you're saying maybe they could play back three. Who goes to a competition to go and experiment? If you're going to do a back three, those are things you should have done when you are preparing. The friendly games are there for you to experiment whether it will work or not. But when you go to a competition and you start experimenting, don't forget this is what Pesero did at the AFCON. What was supposed to be an experiment now turned to a normal business for him. Yeah. And that was the problem with Pesero.
True.
Everything he did was supposed to be an experiment. But because we didn't play a friendly game before the AFCON, he had the AFCON as a training, as an experimental field. And that was why we got unstuck against the team that we
overworked some players.
Yes, overworked some players. You understand? So you won't go to the AFCON. It has a total lack of respect for the opposition when you go to the competition and you start trying a 3-5-2, a 4-4-1, whatever. Those are things that friendly matches should take care of. You understand? So, like I said, I wish the Falcons all the best. We are always going to support them. They are our girls. I mean, but I also always wish we do things a little bit differently.
You know, there's a friend that has been hammering on the fact that as long as those girls keep covering up for the coach and the NFF, they're never going to get a better treatment.
If
things don't go in Nigeria, they cover up for all the administrative lapses, the bad treatment, not getting, because somebody was really boasting that they've never gotten good preparation and they always go there to win. I said, what kind of nonsense?
Is that a normal thing?
What kind of nonsense is coming out from the mouth of an adult? It is become So that guy was very, very, very vocal about the fact that it doesn't even matter if you don't get the World Cup ticket. If you would mean that, we'll get our house together and things will be done properly. Because one of the things I'm very conscious of is the fact that we keep playing people that are rated 122. Tanzania has given us Premier yesterday now, until Okoronko came to rescue Madugu's job. 122. We play Senegal. We're playing Cameroon. See, we are not. They are shielding Madugu, and that's my fear. And the girls are aware. They are shielding Madugu from playing competition that will expose the team. When Malawi lost 4-0, you know what the coach came out to say? That they've experimented, they've tried out what will not work. Now they are better, and that is what friendly does for you. You shouldn't be afraid that your team will be exposed if you know what you are doing. It is for you to know your lapses, to know where to work on, to go back to the drawing. That's why you have performance analysis. You do your analysis and okay, this was what this player did well, this is what you did not do well, this is what we can do better. As a team, how can we improve? Then you come back stronger. That's why we have friendlies. But when you are playing friendlies with people that you know you can dominate, then some journalists now go and say that Madugu has played the team matches, he has won 13. I say people are just not helping him. That's the truth. What is that quality of opposition that has been exposed to? People that we can easily walk over in Africa. Then you'll be using it as you are collecting medals. Olympics, I told Smith Lai already. Olympics is coming. The road to Olympics is not easy for Nigeria. There's World Cup tickets in this one. There's World Cup next year. So for how long do you want to fool the football population? For how long do you want to shield a coach that clearly doesn't, is just doing trial and error, doesn't know what he's doing? No game plan, no blueprint, no strategy session, nothing. He just go there, call Okoronko to come and score goals and save you. For how long do you want to do that nonsense? No, that's what he's been doing. Okoronko wasn't supposed to play yesterday. Those that went, all those guys from North America, they were not supposed to play. Well, you brought in a defender. Next thing, because the defender you invited is not doing what you brought in, another defender that should be resting, just so that he can you are not sure who can now stand in for Imran since Ashley is injured. You brought in Omewa. Let Omewa, and I have a problem with the fact that Omewa is new. She needs to find her footing. She needs to get her confidence. So I expected her to, even if she doesn't score, leave her. You brought her out again so that Okoronkwo can save you at the 89th minute. For how long? Do you want to be doing that nonsense in WAFCON? Okoronkwo has not been able to play 90 minutes since she got injured. So do you want to overwork the girl and get her to snap? Because yeah, she's still wearing it. The last time she played, she was still wearing a knee brace.
After they will not take care of her.
That is another major. We've not even spoken about that one. No. When a player gets injured, it took Ola not to say that he was going to stop playing for Nigeria before Guso ran to UK to go and greet him. With the way we have abandoned players, honestly, the way we abandon players when the chips are done is another story entirely. So you are not expecting these players to come and overwork them. I said, if he's wise, because one thing about injury is if you don't allow it time to heal, your body will snap and it will be worse. You go back to square one.
I agree.
So for how long do you want to be doing all this?
You know, I can just wish the team the very best of luck, and I think that he World Cup ticket. You already writing about the excuse they're going to make if Madugu did not win the 11th time. So I know the press conference. I know the press conference. I know what he will say. I thank God for this day. The players played well, and that's the same. As it go, thanking God for everything. It's good to thank God too, but we know the template of what Madugu actually was saying. So for me, I said it here. I don't really believe in him, but people think that I have an opinion.
They say you don't like, you hate him. That's what they always say.
They don't like a local coach. I've seen what local coach can actually do, and I know exactly
that. Sorry if I sound defensive, but I think this goes beyond Madugu. This is a problem with the Nigerian state as a whole. It is a problem. We have a problem with two concepts. We have a problem with structure and process. We don't like to follow processes, and we don't like structure. Some people have found out that if you have a well-structured football, they will lose out. What they gain now, they will not gain it again. And some of us, we are not ready to follow the process. You see, when you look at Spain, for example, Spain didn't just win the World Cup last week. They won that World Cup about 10 years ago.
10 years ago or more.
You start a process and you build structures. That's what we run away from in Nigeria. We're always looking for quick fixes. You give a coach the under-17 job and you tell him he has to go and win the AFCON under-17, or he has to go and win the AFCON under-20. You see, when you give them targets, it is wrong. It's anti-intellectual to give a coach a target to go and win a World Cup.
What about them? Let them give themselves targets.
Let's even get the right coaches first. That's even my issue. Let's even get the right coaches
now. It's about the process of recruitment. How do you get coaches?
How do we get major, very major.
So those two things are things that we can sit here and have a long lecture about it. Like process, structure. Without those two, we are not going anywhere. Of course, we're winning once in a while, and everybody will think all is well. Before this last 2 times that we missed the World Cup, we always thought we always go to the World Cup, and all sins will be forgiven. Yeah. Again, remember what I said yesterday? I said one day somebody will be bold enough to talk about what happened in France '98 and what actually happened in Atlanta '96.
We will talk about that.
With the gold medal, nobody is talking about it.
Yeah. That's what happens when we win.
When we win,
that's what happens.
Get everything.
But what I see, you mentioned structure, you mentioned everything.
Process, yes.
Process. Madugu is part of the structure.
No,
it's what?
Madugu is part of the reason why things are not working.
Wait, what is it like saying?
Symptom.
Is part of the devil that fashioned against.
He's the number one weapon fashioned against those girls.
For me, I will not say he's the number one.
He's not.
Because someone employed him.
God bless you. He didn't just wake up and make
The
himself
person that
Falcons coach.
employed him is the problem.
Because there's a backstory to this Madugu's employment, though. It was the snitch, exactly. It was the snitch that they were using. The coach before Randy and Randy.
Yes. After that, he still did not put
the
himself.
same thing that happens.
Letter of employment.
You need the judge.
Somebody should send that letter and put him there. That's why we talk about structure and process. That structure, if it's not well outlined, there will be people who pass through the backyard because they thrive in chaos. They can only succeed when things are not working. That's when they get whatever they want. Until we try to do things properly, we follow process and we build structures. Those structures are whether it's Guzo or whoever is present.
There's somebody that says something. My brother, the person that said it, are you coming to defend Madugo or something?
No, some people don't understand. No matter, even if you speak in primary school English, some people will still misconstrue
you will
what
criticize. I will criticize Madugu. They give you
it's a byproduct of the
process. They gave you this position. What can you be able to transform that position into to make?
Wait, let me now say something, and I'm going to use an example. Smithlai and Adedotum will know what this is about. Okay, you said they give you a job. You go, you know you are not qualified for this job, ab initio. You now go to you want a university admission. Let's use that. Everybody can relate with that. They say 5 credits. You have 3. You now go to exams and records and ask them to give you Oluwole admission. If you were qualified in the first place, Oluwole is not the place you go to for your admission, right? You should go through the proper process. So the moment you try to subvert the system in order to get what you want, you are part of the problem and you are trying to exploit that problem, the situation. So when you now get into office, you now think that person will now do good.
Yeah, let me come. I saw that this person will come in. Yeah, continue.
You think he will now do good all by himself? No, it will not work. The process, see, a lot of people who say they want change. When they see that change, they will not be able to be.
They don't want it.
We don't want it. Yeah. It's just easy to mouth. Oh, we want things to change.
You know when people used to say, even if it's fairly 2,000 naira per liter, we'll buy. Let's it just be available. They are the ones complaining now. He also who said that let us have lights. They are the ones that will bypass it so that their ACs will not read. Yeah, true.
As long as our economy is good. Have you heard that before? Does that make sense? How can your economy be good when the economy of the country
is not good? Yeah.
So, Robert just said that Madugu is a product of the system. I actually agree with you because they put him there to snitch the way they want to employ Saisu Yusuf to snitch on Eric Shell. That's their business.
Should be in jail.
I'm telling you, remember that story? I'm telling you.
Are you going to yeah, it seems that people give me.
When you think about the I was saying this yesterday. I said when I looked at the World Cup and I felt what if Nigeria had been at this World Cup? You understand? Of course, nothing is cut and dry, but we would have taken our chances. We would have done well, at least relatively better than probably what we did because the teams would have met. God. So I get depressed talking about this. That's why I always want to run that. I don't want to talk about things.
Yes. So it's just sad, but I have to appreciate you for finding time.
Thank you.
When I come, I always like when you come. I always like let it out so much about.
I've been on the way. Honestly, I've been on
the way.
In trouble.
But please,
you are going for Chimenda. I don't know whether you like it or not. 3SC for Confederation Cup.
Is it Confederation Cup? I mean Confederation Cup. Yeah.
Confederation Cup. You're going to win it. I don't know. Because of you. Because
you don't have pizza.
Don't worry about it. Can you see what I deal with in the midst of enemies? You don't like me at all.
You don't like me at all.
Don't play me for life.
Oh my God.
You don't like me at all.
Okay, sorry. Thank you for your time. I will
Thank you very much for coming. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Thank you, Mr. Carl.
Thank you, Baba.
Okay,
Hey, so
okay,
if you want to talk to Ife for 2 minutes, please. Because it's always Ife.
Wait, hold on. Let me come back again. I've lose connection again. Please, just wait, okay?
Please. You always just give him 1 sec. He has been saying, I know he's in the car now. Maybe probably he's working. He say, hey, give me this. Where is he coming on? You want to yes, he's coming. He's going to come back very soon now. Just give me 1 sec.
Are you still going to Rabat, or is it? I don't honestly. I'm just tired.
I'm not really. I don't know. See,
I'm honestly tired.
The problem is just that when you read all this news too,
it's so discouraging.
I heard that they kicked Senegal out of the hotel. I don't know. Maybe that was politics.
You know, they even the team that went to the World Cup had financial issues about the food, about how they were at the hotel and all that. So I wasn't surprised.
I don't.
They are dealing with their own economic meltdown.
Their own issues too. But I think that the FA is best run than ours.
Oh, some of the people in our FA should be washing toilets in their FA.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Ife, thank you so much for coming here. I've been asking Smith Lai about you all the time. You know.
Yeah,
I just want to thank you for everything you do. Please, there's fire on the mountain. How do we stop Gusau from coming back? Because I see. You see, November 16th. Anytime I remember that day, I just begin to have fear. Even that Congo match, I cannot rewatch it. Please, we need to stop Gusau. Gusau cannot come back. He cannot come back.
This. We didn't even talk about it when the others were. You know me. I can only do my best. If Nigerians are not ready, honestly, there's little I can do. Spitlai knows about this protest we had. The first one, the second. We're talking on millions of naira. And they kept blocking it. But how many Nigerians even supported it? We cannot see. We still found out that we had a mole amongst us again. And that one is still owing me money. He thinks I'm joking. I'm going to collect my money from him. One of the journalist guys.
You mentioned it. Even the person is someone that comes criticize.
Yeah, thank you, Spitlai. Yeah, he still owes me, and he thinks I'm joking, and I'll collect my money. He would think it's a joke. I have my means of it. I'll collect my money.
Go to NSC. I will come back. See, this
he was going there to tell them what was happening. He was still coming to us to tell us. So it became obvious. It was so painful that my teammates did not speak up on time. They spoke up late. I didn't realize because I'm not on ground. So it was just collecting money and doing back and forth and selling us out. So they blocked our first protest.
Wow.
Second protest, he made sure that I did not give them information for them to show up. So money went down the drain until we had to cut him off and had the media, briefing. So, but let's be honest. If Nigerians were even supportive, it would not be limited to one people that somebody that will feel that he should just be making money off the fact that we are planning a protest. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's a serious issue. But how many Nigerians are ready to give a fight for Gusau not to come back? That's the truth.
I think the thing is Nigerians are this August, honestly. Maybe probably.
So, what did you say? We did it. Someone was shocked when I told him the effort we made. We did a song. We did a poem. Spoken words. We did spoken words. God bless you. We're on Arise TV. This is not. I had to tell Spitlai, don't send money again. Don't worry.
Okay,
I was tired.
Okay. I have another idea. How about petitioning Wike on joining into this? Because Wike don't know what's going on. How about petitioning him? Can that work?
We can do that. We did some petitions. Like I told you, I think I had after most of the time I'm tired after the course. We did some petitions.
No. I mean, Wike.
I'm just saying, yes. Yeah, I have a template of the letter that we use in writing some petitions and all that. We can actually draft and adjust it, and send one to. But I need to be sure that it's going to get to Wike. That's another thing again. How do we ensure that it gets to Wike?
Because
I know we saw like Wike. Honestly, Wike can walk to Mr. President and say, "See what I'm getting. Something is wrong. We have to." He can do that, but how am I sure? Because I don't want getting the letter done. It can be ready by Monday. It's just for me to edit. We already see their atrocities are already on the letter. It's just to edit the person we're addressing
You
it
can
to.
use
And be
we
sure.
can use big checks. We can use big check to send that
Is
letter
it going
to
to
him.
get to Wiki? I don't want us to do
No, we
anything
can
that will
use
look
check.
like.
No,
Who's
because
that?
we can use check. Because checks, big check or deck. I mean, we can use
Are you
him
sure he will
and
give
get
the
that
letter
letter
to
to Wike.
Wiki?
He
Are you sure?
He has been critical of these people. Yes. Yeah, this I've been thinking of ideas
Because
to get rid of this
the letter
man.
can be ready by Monday just to edit. I have the template. I still have it on my notes. It's just to edit the part who we're addressing it to. Honestly, it can be ready. My creative guy, if he's ready tomorrow, we can be ready by tomorrow. By all means, if I go to DHL, not a problem. If I go to UPS, not. But we need to be sure that that letter will touch Wike's hand. Because it's just for him to Wike is, Wike could be very funny the way he does his thing. He could get up immediately and say, you know what? So this kind of thing is happening and nobody is saying. That's why we're not going to World Cup.
Yeah, nobody's known. Yes, nobody's knowing.
Well, what are we doing? Because if Gusto
I
comes back, we're on our own. Me, I'll just kukuma face my honestly and just be doing the little I can do.
We discuss
honestly,
on
because
that.
I can't do more than what I've done.
We don't review the strategy online. It's okay.
Yeah, that's another thing again. Thank you, Jerry Smith.
They're listening. They're listening.
They have if it's that one, they send their people around, all those 2K. Yes, what do you call them? There's a name they call themselves. Data boys, data boys, whatever they call them. Yes. All those, they're always everywhere. You'll be shocked that they are watching this thing, and they'll be the ones to go and tell them this is what they're planning.
Please give me a good news. What is the news about Shoname? Is he interested or is he just because Shoname? I want Shoname to look at this. I want him to look at this from a legacy point of view. Don't look at this as politics. Look at it as creating a legacy for yourself in Nigeria with Africa. I don't know why.
If you want to do Shoname, I believe that if we want, you can do a petition or should I say a letter that would either put in public notice for those are things that you need to find a way to also get the attention that people are, because we cannot continue with this. So honestly, if you Shoname, how many Nigerians again are ready to sign and say what's it called, a public protest that Shoname has to contest? How many people are willing? If we're not willing to sacrifice, we'll keep getting all kind of mediocrity in that NFF. So you cannot just say just 1, 2, 3 people are going to write to Shoname. How many Nigerians are willing to sign? It's either you sign a petition or you open change.org. Nigerians again, you open this thing to go and sign their problem. And we want a better football.
The thing is, Nigerians are discouraged, but if they hear that Shoname is running, that you want to encourage Shoname to run, definitely. Even that's why I said
you can open the change.org now. I'll help you follow it or follow up and try and get people to sign.
Yeah. So I have to, Chris, thank you for your time. I have to make it. We have to make it private. We have to make it discussion.
No problem.
Yeah, you have to find a way to reach out to me. Yeah, we can now take it offline.
Yeah, I don't want.
Sorry,
I will.
Sorry.
If very,
I made a post. With Laid. I said this one Emenalo is not saying anything. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Did you see that post?
Yeah.
My dreams are still valid. My dreams are still valid.
I'm liking that.
What about Dorothy? What about Dorothy? What do you think about him, Dorothy? What do you think about him?
Who be that again? I don't have any comments because I've told you my own people. If I don't mention someone's name, just don't bother. The ones that you mentioned I like, I've told you I like the idea. Yeah. No, let's not see. We're talking about fixing the rot of almost 100 years. Let's look for seasoned, proven, tested. They've been tested, they've been proven, they've shown that they have what it takes to manage.
Charles, Melo also plays the local league, so it's not as if he's a stranger to the local league. So you understand the point of the local league.
Of course, I know. Rangers. No problem. No problem.
Thank you.
We are fixing a long-term rod, so let's look for proven administrators.
Yeah.
You can fix a lot of things in your mouth. But when it's time to do action, problem might be
Yeah. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Smitla Ijari. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. It was guys, thank you too. So Amo, it's like saying you like Wala too much. You like Wala too much, Amo. You like Wala too much. Thank you guys for finding time to join today. Very virtual conversation. So the Falcons will start. So the Nigerian Flying Eagles will play on Monday I think Falcons will play on Tuesday or so. So, guys, thank you guys for finding time. Why are you laughing? This is go. Amo, you like Wada? I don't like Wada. I know he's listening to you now, Amo. When he block you now, Amo, now you go to say. What a very easy. Thank you, Baba, for finding time. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Aidotuntu, for joining the show today. I was like, I'll see you again next one. God bless you. God bless Nigeria, and God bless Africa. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.